It's too late.
All right.
It's too late. We'll never do 5 seconds.
We'll never do it
ever
now.
Testing for my vocals, and they sound just fine.
Just play all nasally characters like every other fucking character you play.
I only
Wow.
play nasally characters because that's how I sound.
It's because he has a deviated septum.
That's
did we
very
finish
much
that
true.
vodka?
He's just a
Before
diva.
Dragon
That's
Con,
different.
Philip?
Which vodka?
The terrible 3 bitches vodka.
Yes, you finished
3
it.
bitches.
I was looking for it in the freezer.
3 bitches.
It's awful.
Yeah, you finished it.
I stole it and it was even bad.
I remember at Baltimore
steal it.
Comic Con the last 2 years, there was a guy with a comic that was called Choco-Bitch. About it was a female empowerment story. He said
Okay.
those were not the people who were buying his book. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna hit the button in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This track is clean.
Hey.
Also, there's a Yoshi here, so I should probably turn it on.
Yeah, so like this guy is like, I'm going to the distillery. I'm going to stock the bar at this college party with my stuff. And then he left it there. And then my coworker took the bottle instead of giving it back to the college. And then he was like, this vodka is terrible. And I was like, I'll take it. So that's how we ended up with that.
Okay. Fair enough.
And then it sat in the freezer for a year because it was so bad until such a time as there was literally no other alcohol in the Botched house.
Till there was a fill.
And then we drank it.
No, I hated it. I wouldn't even drink it.
Yeah, it was really
Along
bad.
came a fill. Why was this vodka so terrible?
It lacked in craft
And was very spicy.
yeah, it just tasted like fucking rubbing
alcohol.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Kurt, I fucking see you. See. I call out lurkers when they're Kurt. When they're Kurt.
I love Kurt.
Kurt's lurking. Where's he lurking? YouTube or Twitch?
Chat and Twitch.
Okay, because I don't see anything on. Well, you said he's lurking, so.
That's right.
Lurkin' eating gherkins.
Love you, Kurt. Missed you this year, buddy. Hope you're doing well.
Missed you.
By the way-
Previously, okay.
No, never mind.
please
It's fine.
What even did happen?
I was going to say, this only comes to my memory because the Cowboys are playing right now, but did anyone else see the footage that Jamie Lee Fox captured of the Cowboys owner just randomly talking about player dick size?
No, that's ridiculous.
No.
Yep, it was creepy. It's just like, okay, no,
Big
that's normal.
wiener.
He was just talking about it on the sideline to a bunch of celebrities. It's like, okay.
Bro, how the
Was-
fuck does
was Diddy
Macintosh
there?
works?
No, he was
Maybe
in
he was-
jail by then, right?
Maybe he was talking
Just
about
happened
it.
this week.
Yeah, I know.
Ooh, I'm on Dennis's Facebook.
Okay.
Close.
Should be on Zoom.
I'm trying. It is on Zoom. I'm trying to put on Twitch so I can see Kurt.
Put it on your phone.
I don't have the Wi-Fi anymore.
What do you mean you don't have the Wi-Fi?
I don't know. My phone forgot your Wi-Fi. Or
How
you
did
changed
it
the
forget?
password. It says, "What's the password?" And I'm like, I don't fucking know.
It's Botched Podcast with
Well,
an exclamation point and in lead speak.
Maybe don't
Yeah,
don't
let's-
put the
let's-
fucking
let's not put
password
that out
out
there,
on the
bud.
fuck. Holy shit, change the goddamn
and here's our
password.
IP address.
Yeah,
God
it's like,
damn.
okay, they got to figure out. Well, they have to figure out a lot of different things.
You change the password. Fucking-
Whatever.
Well, what
Jesus.
lead speaks though? Anyway, now I can see the chat.
Now everybody can see this
But
shit.
they don't know which things. Whatever.
We have private chats.
I forgot anyone was here.
Oh,
I used to. I'm out of my element. It's Sunday. It's not Tuesday.
it's true. Yeah, you're all messed up.
Yep.
Previously on Botched.
We have infiltrated the policeman's. No, we have infiltrated the prison and found the SCP where you send people into the ether for like 100 times the times, and those stupid Philadelphians I went with went crazy.
Germans running a secret prison. What could go wrong?
Only a few years after World
That's
War
right.
II.
No, I defected very early.
Oh, I was Operation Paperclip. So
Do you need help? Welcome back, junior researchers, to the 6th episode of our 9th season. Thanks so much for tuning in again. We are going to start a little while after we left off last. The newly minted SCP Foundation is still trying to get all their ducks in a row. You know, they're bringing in outside resources, and you know they have a facility that they're trying to turn over into something that can house these anomalous beings of
Site
sorts.
1?
Site 1. That's that's currently what you've named it, and so the Foundation at this point is just sort of keeping their ears open for any sort of strange occurrences and then investigating them as necessary. Some of them turn out to be nothing burgers, and some of them obviously turn out to be prisons sucking people into a false darkness dimension. It's kind of a little of this and a little of that. So at this point, you guys start to get information coming in about children violently murdering their entire families.
Good.
And it would be one thing if it was like a one-off, like, oh, okay, it's just one crazy kid. But like these are happening with a frequency that is a little alarming. It's not like every day, but it's fairly frequent. And it's not just like one place. It's kind of bip-bopping all over the place in terms of the country of the U.S. anyways. There are a couple of reports of overseas, but most of them for right now have been in the continental United States.
You guys think this is like a church thing, or
A church thing.
Well, I mean, or maybe it's from the orphanage. Maybe the gruel has gone bad, and whatever they're feeding the children are making them go crazy.
I think it's probably the subliminal messaging we've been putting in that television broadcast. I mean the army. It might just be a little bit too effective. I don't know. We'll
smoke
see.
parliaments? Yeah.
You hear a knock on the door of the room that you guys are in, and there's a little nerdy fellow with big giant Coke bottle glasses. He's like, excuse me, sirs. There's actually I couldn't help but overhearing what you were talking about, and there was actually something that a bunch of us wanted to talk about with you guys in
Who's
terms
us?
of the organization, like other researchers and staff members.
All right.
Well, we find that some of the ethical,
Oh, you want to do it now?
right now would be good,
Oh.
especially if you're going to go look for murdered children. Maybe we should have this conversation. I feel like this might be an important conversation to have.
I mean, the children are murderers, so
I don't know, man. I mean, we were thinking about going out to.
Shoney's exist right now.
It does I don't know. It doesn't now, I can tell you.
nah.
Well, no. Well, yeah. Well,
might be
Privately
one.
owned.
Yep. Founded 1947. We were thinking about going out to Shoney's.
And if they're not open, I was gonna go to. Fuck! I had a good joke.
Now we
I
need to
lo-
go find an
never mind.
abandoned shop.
Okay,
I
yeah.
will laugh as if I heard it.
Ha, ha, ha.
Nice joke.
Fact.
Nice silk.
Yeah,
Chili
What do
dogs.
you mean ethical committee? What does that mean?
Well, so like, we're trying to put together this organization. I understand it's new, but like some of the decisions by like people in the field and maybe even a couple by you guys just seem like they're very morally questionable in that you could have made less terrible decisions. Like I get
mean,
the greater
who gets
good,
to judge
obviously.
morality
Well, that's-
other than God.
Well, that's why I think we should have an ethics committee.
But I mean, that's just one person's
No,
opinion.
it's a bunch of people's opinion. You get
Well,
like
what I'm
10
saying is like
or
what
11.
is morale? My morals are going to be completely different from the morals of the people on this bench. I can tell you that right now.
Exactly. That's why we should have a different group of people that isn't you.
So, what, we're gonna form some kind of death panel?
Well, I mean, they will determine if something is, if deadly force is necessary, I guess. But
All right.
like, it's more like
All right, I'm
if
in.
you do something like, there's this random, maybe an anomalous thing in a house, so we're going to carpet bomb the entire city. Like, that's an ethical no-no, and that person should be punished.
Well, that's fucking
But
clear.
it is
So,
a
yeah.
permanent solution.
See, that's the point right there. Like, you could see, oh, yeah, no, this is necessary. Or you could see it was horribly evil and unnecessary. It didn't need to happen.
Well, and also like
I just feel it may be a good idea to have an ethical component to this organization.
Well, see, you said evil. Evil don't factor into ethics. You're talking about a morality committee.
Whatever. Same difference to me.
Now, who are we going to staff on this ethics committee thing?
Well, I thought we could have different people from different backgrounds.
I mean, should the three of us be
No,
on that
definitely
committee?
not you three, because you run. That would
What
be
the
a
fuck are you
conflict of
talking
interest.
about?
It'd be a conflict of interest. You guys are running the show. You got to have people separate from the guys running it.
Yeah, but we're not in the fucking field.
No, but you're the main guys of the entire foundation right now, which we should probably also come
So
up
some
with a name
fucking
for you
pencil
guys.
pusher's going to tell me that my guy in the field made the wrong choice when he feared for his life?
Well, some of them might be pencil pushers. Some of them might, be people who also were in the field at
And then
one
he's
point.
going to lose his pension?
We also
Or die.
can't be held accountable for what the people in the field do. Like,
It's
we could
not
tell
for
them,
you. It's like the ethics committee would punish people for doing things that are really terrible,
Well,
or
what
just
happens-
tell you guys don't do that. That's really bad.
But here's the thing I'm
That's not
saying. It's like,
balanced.
you're not listening. Like, we can't be held responsible for whatever the idiots out there in the field do.
I'm not
And
telling
hold
you
on, I'm
that
not
you'll be
done,
held
madam.
accountable
Madam,
for
I'm
what
not
they
done.
do.
I'm not done.
I'm
madam. Let me
a
finish.
sir. Thank you. I just have
And
a nasal
What's
infection.
going to happen if somebody makes an unethical decision and then ends up dying out there in the field? Then who's going to be held responsible?
Well, nobody, because they'd be dead.
Well, there you go. So then
Unless
what's
they ran it past you guys and you gave it the green light, which case then you're in trouble.
Well, I mean, is it fucking Cookie Puss's fault that serial killer got out of his restraints and ate that family?
Yes, 100%. They literally loosed that man on that whole apartment complex.
Well, they thought everybody inside was
According to the
dead.
report.
But in Cookie Puss's defense, he didn't know that there was still a family up there. He thought that there was just a cannibal-esque serial killer up there. He can't be held responsible.
he
for
could have
that.
checked,
Well, that's what the guy was. That's what that.
and he
serial-
murdered a whole family.
The whole point of sending the criminal in the game dangerous situation was to preserve our more, valuable.
Like Cookie
Personnel.
Puss. Yeah.
Is he that valuable?
Cookie Puss is a goddamn bloodhound. I'll tell you
mean,
that.
hold
He
on,
finds his man.
First off,
Did he?
I'm reading the reviews here. A couple people have reached out to us specifically, telling me how much they enjoyed Captain Cookie Puss out there and how fun he was to work with. So yeah, I think
That
he's
was the
pretty
other
valuable.
guy that was there who okayed the sending of a serial killer into the house.
They worked well together and they reviewed
Yeah,
each other.
they both were bad. They both made bad decisions.
He was handpicked by this gentleman right here, Tony Ravioli.
Tommy Manicotti.
Right.
Tony
Yeah.
Raphael.
And let's not forget that the Puss family donates generously to the SCP Foundation.
That's
so-
true. That's true.
Yeah, that can't factor into if it's ethical or
But
not.
if we kill their favorite son, the
I
money's
didn't
going to
say
stop
kill him.
flowing.
He wouldn't necessarily die. It all depends on the severity of the action. So he
Well,
killed.
good thing
He led to the
he-
deaths of like 3 people.
So what? We find him like
and
$1,000.
kidnapped the guy in a
and-
trunk. Like no, he may just
there
go
was
to jail for a while.
There was no ethical committee before these things happened. You can't
Exactly.
backcharge
You can't-
people.
post ex facto.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just-
called ex post facto.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
just
that's what he
saying
said.
for future reference. Like these are all just possible scenarios in the future based on something that literally already
I don't
happened.
know if I want my field agents to have any causation for their actions. I want them to be able to think on their feet out there. I don't want them to double guess what they're going to have to do.
Yeah, but I don't think we should have field agents out there with itchy trigger fingers just literally sicking
Shooting
serial
children.
killers on families, and children, and whatnot.
Well, I thought that child survived.
No,
Well, good thing
I
we
don't
don't
think
pay you to
so.
think now, do we, Doctor?
I'm pretty sure I'm checking my reports here, and that child did actually survive. He was given off to a neighbor, so no child was hurt in the making of
He
that
was
episode.
fed his parents to him in an attempt to also turn him into a cannibal. It
And
says
he's
here
gonna
in the
grow up big and
report.
strong now, isn't he?
No, he's gonna grow up big and fucking crazy,
Or the prion disease.
or
He's
just go
gonna- well,
nuts.
he did get a little bit of the shakes.
All right. Well, you want to lead us there now? Is that what you're saying?
What do you mean lead you there? I'm just saying
To the-
I think we should put together, we should have an ethics committee separate
Okay.
from you guys that can like intervene if anything is deemed too ridiculously over the top and dangerous.
Well, do we got a fucking say in who's on this committee?
Well, yeah.
All right. Well, then, what are our
I
options?
suggest Colonel Moosh. He's
Stark Freeman.
It can't all be military people, by the way. You need a mix.
Can I? I'll choose my brother. He's a statey.
That
up in,
sounds really like that's a conflict of interest. You can't have family members on the fucking ethics committee.
I put on his brother.
No, that's still not. It's still a conflict of interest because it's his brother.
I don't know him, so I don't.
It doesn't
I don't have
matter.
any
It's still
interest in
his
him.
brother. It's a no. We can't do that.
Fuck.
No conflicts of interest. We're starting
We
this
got
up.
we got to do this now. We got to find a bunch of names that you need right now. We can't just. Come
No,
back
I'm just running it past you
All right,
guys
well-
that this is something a lot of us want to have happen.
Why don't you give us a little bit of
Hold
time?
on. When you say a bunch of us want this to happen, there's like 6 of us here.
Well, in this room, yes, but like there are more people in this facility since we've started.
And they're concerned
Researchers.
about the
engineers.
precious children, is what I'm understanding.
Well, no, I'm concerned because I just overheard you guys talking about it as I was coming up to talk about the need for an ethics committee.
Well, there's children murdering their fucking families, and it's probably some satanic shit. So
Yeah, so
And
like
there's
what
no-
I'm
are we
saying
there's
is
no
like
separation in church and sight.
I don't know what that means, but like what I'm saying is, you know, if the field agent solution is, hey, what if we skin these kids until they tell us what we want to know? We feel like that may not be the best course of action to do that. An adult, sure. Kids, we're not cool with skinning kids.
what if the child is one of the anomalies? And he's got like big fucking teeth,
Well, yeah, okay.
and he's gonna bite your balls off.
So why are you skinning them though? You can't come up with a different way to get information than skinning them?
Who skinned a fucking child?
I'm throwing it out as a possible scenario.
Why would you say something
Because
so
you
terrible?
guys are,
I
'cause
would
you
have
guys
just shot
literally
him.
fed a family to a serial killer.
Skinning children is what
Now,
we should
now, when
do
we
next.
skin these children, is that going to help us contain anomalies in their skin? Is that what you're saying?
The only time it's okay to skin children would be if that in and of itself saved more lives than it harmed.
Yeah,
Okay.
somebody else was going to skin 2 children unless we skin 1 child. I'm a strict utilitarian.
Like if someone held a gun to our
But you
fucking
don't-
heads.
I don't know how you would know that skinning that child would save 2 other children from
It's like
skinning.
the trolley problem, except when you throw the lever, it skins a baby.
I don't know.
Well, we'll get back to it later. We got to deal with
Okay.
these
We
murdering
got,
children.
we got children to skin here.
Yeah.
We'll think on it. We'll put a list together.
And you let me know when this morality convention starts so that we can start a clean slate then and then.
Oh, it'll be starting like immediately. Like
Well,
I'm gonna
you
put
don't
the
have
names
any
together.
names.
Not yet, but like today. So like this after this mission, there will be an ethics committee.
After this mission, there's
After
gonna
this
be-
mission. So
After
please,
this mission.
please don't needlessly murder children or feed them to serial killers or do other weird things that don't make any sense just to
We've
try
never-
out of the box ideas.
We've never fucking done any of those things. We're here in the site.
Yeah, but like you literally commended a guy for
These
feeding
people
a family
come highly
to-
recommended to
No,
us
they don't.
from
Everyone,
the chain of
I don't
command.
even understand how any of these people qualify for these jobs based on their work experience
A
alone.
lot of them happen to be my friends. I got a lot of friends out
Again,
there.
Look.
again with the conflicts of interest.
criminal
We
informants.
should not be doing that. That
Well,
sounds
I'm
like a
just
bad
saying
idea.
A lot of my friends are doing great jobs out there.
I would say almost any of the field agents we've had have done a great job.
Well, I mean, that's a conflict of interest. You're not interested in what they're doing, and I am interested.
I am interested in what they're doing. What are you talking about? That's not what. I don't think you understand what conflict of interest means.
The conflict between our interests is
That's
right now.
not what that means.
Conflict of interest is if, like, I'm into Greek mythology, but you're into Roman mythology, and we just can't get along
That's
because you
also
keep,
not
you
what
keep
that
wanting to
means.
say Uranus, and I keep laughing.
That's not what that means.
It's what that means.
That's what that means.
I don't think that's what that.
All
right,
right,
well,
I think
so,
you're outnumbered here.
Hey,
so we need to.
we'll fucking figure it out later.
Here, I'll call a couple friends. I got a couple
No,
friends.
Yeah, we
I
you
gotta
don't call any friends.
We need some fucking agents in the field right now to deal with these fucking children.
Okay. Well, I'm just telling you. Like, take it easy, okay? Pump the brakes a little bit.
I'm gonna call a friend.
We're gonna circle back to this later.
Circle back.
All right. So, the most recent killing was in Illinois, in Round Lake Park, just outside a suburb area just north of Chicago. Family has 2 small children under the age of, I think, 8. I can't read my own handwriting, and I wrote this last week. Nope, 10. They're both under the age of 10. They didn't, I don't know, why am I still talking like him? They didn't kill each other, but each one of them killed their family And so whatever investigators you decide to send probably should be police, but I will leave that up to you.
2 children
In this particular household, yes.
in one household
There was
killed
an older
both-
child,
they killed their parents.
both parents and their older sibling, who was 17.
And these kids are twins?
No, they're just like
8.
one is like 9 and the other one's like 6.
Okay.
They're both under the age of 10. And they also killed the family pets.
Horrible.
Yep. 2 cats and a dog. One's right there on the floor. You can see it. It's
And where's this take? Where are you sending these boys?
Chicago.
Chicago. All right.
Round Lake Park, north of Chicago. I assume it was there in the 50s.
Yeah, Chicago was there in the 50s.
No,
Yep.
no, Round Lake Park.
They founded that fucker in like 1941. It was well established.
Okay.
Does anybody want to be a child psychologist?
No, you got it, buddy.
Okay.
Are you going to be German again?
No. I'm Dr.
Your
Skinner.
go-to doctor. Oh,
Stop
hello. I'm here to see the children.
Steamed hams.
Steamed hands. Yeah. I used to be a high school guidance
principal.
guidance counselor, and now I'm a
Steamed
child psychologist, Dr. Skinner.
What's your name?
Dr. Skinner.
Oh,
I'll change mine.
for some reason I thought you said steamed hams. I don't know where I got that
Steve
from.
Steve gets me. It's okay.
Dr. Skinner. Skinner from the 60s.
Super Nintendo Chalmers.
That also makes me think Simpsons. All right, what are the other 2 playing?
I'm Detective Donnie Plumps. Formerly known as Detective Donnie Skinner until I got my name changed.
Until you got.
No, you guys could be. It could be like the federal
It's a small
agents in
town.
Die Hard. It's
Yeah.
Johnson and Johnson. No
No
relation.
relation.
Now,
Skinner and
Donnie
Skinner.
Plumps.
Okay. And then Steve.
Oh, how do you do? My name is Smidic O'Rourke.
Oh no.
I came here. I'm a Chicago PD detective. With Detective Plump here. I came here to America 20 years ago to become a police detective, a fireman, and a priest, so that I could fight fire, crime, and sin.
I'm not gonna lie. When you first started talking, I thought you were Japanese. I don't. I had a hell of a time.
my Irish
I had a
accent? No, I
hell of
got
a
where
time
he was.
nailing down that accent
He
until
broke-
you
he
got
broke it
into
pretty
the
quick,
O'Rourke part.
How did you miss that?
Is it Smitty O'Rourke? Is that what you said?
Smidic O'Rourke.
Smidic.
That's right.
STMYTHWICZK.
Isn't there a
Here, I'll
Smidic?
spell it out for you in the Zoom chat. Is there, Sonny?
Smithwick.
Smidic.
That's fine.
Smidic O'Rourke.
Smidic. Got it.
Smidic. It's pronounced Smidic. It's got a W in it.
Smidic. Got it.
That's right. Smidic.
Smidic O'Rourke.
Smidic.
Smidic.
Where's the children? Get away from him, small dick.
Smidic O'Rourke.
Ugh.
It's Fermi, Ma.
So, are you guys, this collection of top-notch pros,
Absolutely.
are you guys going to the crime scene first, or are you going to the
Child
see the
jail?
kids who are locked up right now,
The child jail?
the child jail? Well, I don't even know if they would be in child jail since it's so recent. They're probably just kept in like a holding cell for observation.
Well,
What
I
do you
imagined.
do with child
I imagine
murderers?
the children are probably being watched over quite well right now. We should probably go to the crime scene first. What do you think there, Doctor? What do you reckon?
Yeah, I would like to see what exactly they've done so I can ask them pointed questions.
That's right. That's right. We want to see where all the blood stains are and see how they and be able to ask how they happened.
Okay.
Why was it that you painted the walls with your mother?
Okay.
It's best to hold children by the shoulders and shake them as you ask loud, direct questions. It's the best way to get answers. I've always found.
It's fair. All right. So you guys head to the crime scene. So like I said, it's a suburb area. It's taped off. There's still a few police officers outside. They're keeping people from trying to get in. White picket fence. Looks like a fairly simple 2-story home. yellow shutters. I don't know. A couple trees in the front yard, a little flower bed.
Police tape.
Oh yeah,
Yellow
police tape
shutters.
is literally around the house so that people can't just go meandering in.
Nosy neighbors.
Yes, also nosy neighbors. And there's a big, not a big, I would say maybe like 3 foot tall white picket fence around the property as well. But yeah, so you guys arrive on scene. What are you doing?
First off, I would like to let you know, voice in head, that police tape wasn't invented until the 1960s.
See, okay.
So it's probably roped off.
So it's what it is somebody, they're thinking ahead and they took lunch paper bags and they dipped them in yellow paint and they just sort of tie them together and they put it around. They're like, this is like some sort of tape to like caution people from going
Tape
in.
to the ropes.
That's a
Detective
lot.
Plumps, we work for a top-notch organization, don't we? They're
Very-
always coming ready.
I like that they think outside the box.
That's right.
Outside the lunchbox. That's right.
Well, I think the union clearly has too much time on its hands if they're dipping bags in paint and then tying it to ropes that we could just rope off.
Also,
the union doesn't do that. We make the prisoners do it.
Also, it wasn't the SCP Foundation that put up the stuff. Like that was the normal police.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
We understand
Yes,
that. Thank you.
We understand.
Okay.
We're part of the organ. We're secret. We're like adjunct members of the SCP organization right now.
Yeah, I
But
know. That's why
our
I'm
day
confused.
job's still.
Because it sounds like you're talking about the SCP doing it, even though they didn't do it.
Nah.
Like you guys
No,
are
I'm
cops.
talking about a police organization which has
Okay.
which has access to prisoners,
Sure.
Yes.
which they make do forced labor, which is actually how the prison system works.
Yeah, it's
Okay, but you're not working
because we abolished slavery,
as
but then
actually.
we
Like
made
you're
it
not
kind of legal.
actually employed by the police force. You're employed by the SCP Foundation.
Oh no, we were actually.
You were
we
at
are
one
actually- And we still are. It's
okay.
part of our cover. Chicago's a very large city. I don't know if you know this. It's
No,
probably
it's pretty
helpful to
small
have a
back
couple of
then. It
detectives
just
that work
started
there.
a couple years ago. I think it was founded in 51.
It's like with the mob. You get like a no-show job, but you still are on payroll.
That's right.
It's like a couple suburbs and like a couple towns. Or
Anyway,
buildings
so
down.
yellow shutters, you say?
Yellow shutters.
Yeah, we
Nice
knock.
potato patch
Just,
in the
we don't
fridge.
knock on the door because
Oh,
no one
it's
there.
a
We just
toy
go
to
inside,
We'll
and,
just-
and
yeah,
I'm
we'll
ready to
just go in.
sketch.
Okay. So yeah, so there are the police that are there. They recognize you. Not so much Dr. Skinner, but they recognize the other two. And they
Oh,
sorta-
stand up, boys. He's with us.
Yeah, they're like, okay, yeah, that's cool. They just sort
What
of
do you got
nod.
so far? What do you got so far?
A pair of fucking psycho kids just fucking totally murdered their family.
Jessica say.
It's awful in there. I'm not gonna lie. It's fucked up.
How
Well,
funny.
Can you believe with this things going on, they're still talking about taking Jesus out of schools in 20 or 30 years? It's ridiculous.
Yep. Thank God they instituted the Pledge of Allegiance, though. So
That's right.
That's
how
the
many
thing.
how many children did they have in the family before the murdering?
There were a total of 3 children.
That's not very many. How are they certain that their lineage would
Catholic, are
continue?
they?
Yeah.
No, they're not Catholic.
Protestants.
Sure.
The only other option.
That's
Yep.
true.
It's just the 2 at the time. The other ones weren't founded till the 60s.
They haven't invented the. Yes, Muhammad didn't come around until
Nope.
1966.
Yep.
All right. Well, we head inside, and I'm ready with my notebook to observe and be concerned.
Okay. So when you open the front door, so immediately you have a set of stairs that goes up on your right. There's a hallway that goes down towards what appears to be a kitchen. And then to your immediate left is a living room. It's a fairly spacious living room. But that is where a lot of blood is. To your immediate left, as soon as you enter, there is a long couch. Then there's like a sitting chair. There's a coffee table in the middle, which looks like it's been busted up a little bit. And then there is a TV stand with a big TV, which does have a little yellow police tag on it, but it's currently turned off. And yeah, there is blood all over the carpet and the walls. There are spray patterns that make it look as though like slices or cuts were made and just blood shooting all over the place. You see drag marks of blood going back towards the kitchen itself. So that's what you see immediately from your the spot that you're sitting.
Now, these drag marks, are they adult in size, or are they probably the older sibling?
Too hard to tell because it looks like it may be multiple. It's just like a big bloody drag mark.
Wow.
So
These kids were strong, huh?
yeah.
How old were the children?
One was 6 and one was 9.
And where's the third child? Dead?
Yes, that was 17-year-old.
Did they remove all the bodies?
Yes, yeah. This happened like yesterday, so they removed the bodies and took them downtown.
What did someone take pictures at least that we could
Yeah,
review?
they have pictures.
They've been developed.
Like everything else has been left alone, other than they turned the TV off and they put little evidence tags on stuff, so you can like consult. There's a little clipboard that the cops up front gave to you that has like explanation of evidence tags if you spot them or anything.
I'm gonna read that.
Okay. So the TV was on when they found the kids. So when they entered the scene, because the neighbors called it in because they heard screaming. So when the police entered the scene, the parents and the 17-year-old were already dead. The two children had knives in their hands, were covered in blood, and they were just smiling super creepily, and they were chewing on something fleshy looking. They immediately were restrained with I think phone books were used, so that way they didn't, bruise the children. And then they were taken into custody, at which point that's when everything, sort of got photographed, cataloged, and then, cordoned off before everything got too crazy outside. But in terms of, so like the TV was on when it came on, but it was on a channel that was just snow, essentially, in terms of, there's no channel on it, but it was just fuzz. But it was on for some reason. And it looks as though the coffee table, somebody fell through the coffee table, because the children aren't strong enough to throw somebody through it. It also looks like there wasn't a ton of a struggle, but according to the blood bursts on the walls and whatnot, the immediate opinion was that they were probably cut right there on the couch while they were sitting there. So that it doesn't appear as though there was an initial struggle, according to the coroner. Anyways, so those are the immediate notes that they took.
What's in the freezer?
So if you go in the freezer, it's just regular foods. So there's no body parts or anything in the freezer.
Okay. By the way, there's like a variety of TV dinners, one imagines.
There's a couple TV dinners in there. There's also just frozen like vegetables and stuff like that.
Okay. Not something you would kill some over.
No.
I swear to God, if my parents feed me a hungry man Salisbury steak one more goddamn night.
Maybe you'll get
I
chicken
wanted
nuggets.
tater tots, Mom. Okay. If I turn the TV on, is there anything on the channel then?
It's just fuzz.
Just fuzz.
It's still fuzz.
What channel is the knob on?
The channel is on knob 7. Or sorry,
It's a fancy TV.
let's go 13.
This one goes all the way up to 7.
Yes.
Wow.
Good Lord.
The rich folk.
Now,
Yes.
roll
Must
intelligence.
be absolutely fucking rolling in it.
I got a 10.
Okay.
Paying for all those crit 20s we got last week.
Yeah.
My plus 3, I got a 10.
I also got a 10.
Shit.
Okay. What'd Steve get?
Steve threw his die on the floor in anger.
Here's a D20. I got a 7.
So, to your knowledge, which is vast between the three of you, there is nothing on channel 7.
Yeah, my TV only goes to 3, so.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like a to be determined channel. So yeah. So there's nothing on that channel, so you don't know why they would even have that channel.
Channel
on.
Z, you say.
Sure.
Need to break out the big guns this time.
It's a big ass die.
It's large.
Okay.
So yeah, is there anything else you want to check out in the house?
I'm going to go to the children's room.
Okay. You go upstairs. It looks like both the small children, anyways, resided in the same room.
Bunk beds.
And yeah, they had bunk beds.
Nice.
And one was a boy, one was a girl. Pretty standard toys
Little
and
bunkatorium.
artifacts that children of that age range would have. Nothing really out of the ordinary.
Any drawings or anything like that?
Oh, yeah, they have some drawings. There's like a little desk there, and there's some crayon drawings. Again, looks all pretty tame and normal. Here's a picture of my family kind of thing, but like the family's drawn with like triangles and, squares and circles because they're kids and terrible at art.
Are the drawings still attached to the notebooks?
No, they look like they were just like torn out pieces of paper from somewhere. So.
Okay. Are there any stuffed animals around?
Yeah.
Also?
The each one of them has a couple of stuffed animals. The smaller child's bed, the one that's on the bottom, that one has more stuffed animals, like little horses and
Okay.
monkeys and stuff.
I'm going to collect all those
Okay.
so we can bring them to the questioning.
Sure.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'd go ahead.
Well, please, Father.
Poison Head, I'd like to spend just a little bit of time going through the house and seeing if I can't find how many different Bibles they have in the house.
Yeah, sure. Roll me an investigation.
Because there should be one for every room.
Natural 20.
Okay.
I've seen a Bible before. I know what they look like.
Yeah. You find a total of 3 Bibles.
That's not. There's at least 4. There were 4 people in the house. Is that
Yes,
correct?
but you only find
5
3
people.
Bibles. You find one in the parents' bedroom. You find, actually, never mind, take that back. You find 2 in the parents' bedroom, one on each nightstand. You find one in the living room, and you find one in the kitchen.
Well, obviously, someone wasn't reading their Bible every day because there aren't enough for everyone in the house. So Satan was allowed to weave his dark thread into the fabric of this family.
They didn't have the children's Bible yet. The adventure, I forget what it was called. It was like pink.
No, back then people just fucking read
I know.
the Bible. You know, the Bible,
They came out with a children's
one?
Bible.
King James,
What, James Joyce?
King
James.
James Joyce Bible.
It
That's
was
right.
the Kid James.
James
That's
Joyce's Kids
It
Bible.
was like King
James
James, where he
Joyce
had an
Bible.
oversized head, big eyes. Like to play a lot of
Okay.
backyard baseball.
I mean, barring any other oddities, like if we check the basement or anything.
This house doesn't appear to have a basement.
Okay. Well, I investigate again with an 8 and then give up after I take these stuffed animals back to the car.
Okay. You don't really spot anything you haven't already
Yeah.
found. You
Fucking dumb.
poke around the kitchen. It's also like a shit show in the kitchen, but you rolled pretty shitty, so you don't really
did.
spot anything.
Well,
other
I
than
did,
blood
yeah.
everywhere.
Everybody did.
Did everybody else investigate?
No.
Oh,
Just,
I'll go ahead and investigate
Okay.
with my partner Plums here.
Okay.
Oh,
17.
it's gonna be a 19. We've
Okay.
done this before. He's a psychologist. He's an academic, you know.
You notice that there are fibrous materials on both sides of the table on the floor. So it looks as though somebody was tied to this table. And you see deep cuts and gashes in the table, as well as bloody cutlery all over the place. So you're pretty sure that these kids carved somebody, one of the victims, up like a Thanksgiving turkey. Like just carved them up and, just did some really horrific shit.
like
on this table.
Aslan.
Is that what happened to
Donnie.
Aslan?
Donnie, I've got a bad feeling that little Timmy wasn't chewing on some bazooka when they showed up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think he was chewing on his father's penis.
Oh, okay.
Steamed hams, they call it.
Also rubbery.
Steamed hams. We call them. We call them steamed hams back in Dublin.
Back in the old country.
Steamed hams.
That's
the
right.
Back in the motherland.
In this very kitchen. At this time of year.
That time of the year.
Whatever it was. Anyway. Enough referential humor. All right, let's go talk to these kids. Maybe we can get something out of them.
All right. So as you travel to go talk to the children, that's where we're going to take a break. And we're back. All right. So you arrive at the holding cells. And the cops that are there seem a bit shook. They're like, these fucking kids are fucked up. Like, they are crazy people.
Oh, they can't be that bad. Come on, they're just children.
Okay.
Every
Okay.
child needs love. Officer.
Yeah, okay. You have fun with that. I wouldn't take anything sharp in with you. They've been restrained, just so you know, for your safety.
Oh, what's so strange about him?
You'll see. Go talk to him.
I'm asking you.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, go talk to him.
Why?
Since
why
you're taking
wouldn't
it
you
so
brief
lightly.
me on this so that I can?
I told you they're
I'm
fucking
not taking
crazy.
anything lightly. You're talking.
I
to
said
a
they're
completely
fucking
different person
crazy.
now.
And you've already been
understand.
briefed that they've murdered their entire family. Brutally.
Just give us a little insight. I don't know why you're being so aggressive.
They were
about
eating their family.
Okay.
I said
Okay.
they're fucking crazy. And you said all children need love.
They do.
And I said, cool.
All children.
They're
do
fucking
need love.
crazy. You're like, I don't know why they're crazy. And I'm like, and then I explain it to you, and you're like, but you're not giving me reason.
Hey, you know what? You're dismissed.
Great.
You can go home.
And he leaves.
You're welcome. Jeez Louise.
What a psycho. What's his
I
problem?
know, we didn't even come in hot on him. I don't
Yeah,
know.
we were perfectly nice and agreeable to him.
Let's give these kids knives.
Let's bring some hot dogs into these children.
Well, Doctor, anything you want to tell us about interviewing children? We really usually only interview with our hickory sticks.
Well, it's important to kind of find a connection with them and not upset them, and then find some way to bring things up that maybe aren't so direct, because they're fragile. The children, maybe they're not thinking of things the way that a rational adult might be.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe if you bring a doll in, you could say, where on the doll did
Satan
enter your life? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll let you take lead. You seem like you know what you're doing.
Okay. Yeah, I'm up on all the current theories.
Why don't we just get all the sharpness off of us here?
Yeah.
No pens.
No
Apparently
pens.
are too much.
No
for
paper
people.
clips. Just these stuffed animals in a box. We can pull them out one at a time.
Okay.
So I head in.
Okay. The kids are both like in the opposite side of the room, sitting in the corners, just rocking back and forth, just unblinking eyes, and they're like sunken in a little bit, and they just have like big creepy smiles on their faces.
Voice and head.
Yeah.
What color are their eyes?
One's green, one's brown.
Okay.
Why don't? Did they try separating these children?
I mean, they kept them together because they became even more violently unhinged when they were separated, like, briefly. So they were like, okay, until we figure out what's going on, let's just put them in the same room, because they don't appear to be violent towards each other. So the higher-ups decided just pen them up together for now.
Well, hi, kids. I'm Dr. Skinner. What's your names?
Hi, Dr. Skinner. You look like you'd be fun to skin. You got a lot of it. I could probably peel a whole lot off of you. My name's Timmy.
Hi, Timmy.
Yeah.
Who taught you to skin people there, Timmy? That's not normal.
Our friend taught us.
Yeah, you have a friend?
Yeah.
Is it
He's funny.
This guy? Pull out a stuffed giraffe?
No.
Who's this?
It's a fucking giraffe.
Oh, does he talk real funny?
No, it's a fucking giraffe. He doesn't talk. It's a stuffed giraffe. What are you, 2? Do you believe it's Santa Claus 2? You big dumb dummy?
Detective
Hey,
Plumps.
no. Hey.
It just starts to
Hey.
break.
Detective Plumps, I'm starting to.
Why don't you take that
suspect
stuffed
the-
giraffe home and fuck it, because that's probably all you sticking your dick in.
It's a good thing I brought my talking stick. What about you, Detective? Aurora?
I'm starting to suspect the good doctor here voted for Adlai Stevenson, if you know what I mean. But I don't think I even need the stick for this little cheeky fuck. Watch this. Slap him right across the face.
And his face stays to the side from where you hit it, and then just slowly turns back to you. Just smile still on the face, but like the lip is bleeding a little bit.
Let me tell you something, Timmy.
I like
okay?
you.
That man is a doctor, and you're going to pretend to respect him while I'm here, okay?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. This is good.
Where's the other?
Look at us making progress.
Oh boy. Sorry. Where's the other child?
The other child has scooched over closer to you guys while you weren't paying as much attention to that one. Oh, yeah. Still like in a little tiny child straitjacket with like hands behind the back, but like still scooched over. So she's like down by your ankles, like still sitting, but she's like very close and just looking right up at you with those creepy green eyes.
What's your name?
Elizabeth.
All right, Lizzie.
All right, Timmy. So if the giraffe's not your friend, who is your friend that told you all this?
That's not for you to know, silly goat.
What was
Silly
he?
Goat?
Yeah, you're a silly fucking goat.
Was he someone inside or outside of your family?
It's called none of your fucking business, Doc.
Do you like candy?
I like flesh. I like to eat flesh.
Timmy,
I tell you
why
what,
did
you give me a couple fingers, I'll tell you. like
Jimmy,
yours. Cut your fingers
why did you
off
say
right now.
silly goat instead of silly goose?
Because I'm
Yeah.
gonna sacrifice him like a fucking goat.
You can sacrifice a goose.
Who did you sacrifice like a goat on your kitchen table?
Oh, that was my brother.
Why'd you do
Jimmy?
that?
I just wanted to see what his insides look like.
And what did they look like?
Red and pink.
Now hold on. You
and
said you
purple.
sacrificed him, but you just wanted to see what his insides look
Yeah,
like. So
I sacrificed him to my
you didn't
hunger.
just want to. You actually sacrificed him.
I sacrificed him to my hunger
You,
and my
oh,
curiosity.
is hunger your god?
Sure.
Is hunger your friend?
I mean, I think so.
How can we talk to your friend?
You can't. You're too old.
Well, I think what we're going to do then is separate the two of you. And I'm going to pick up Lizzie by the back.
Oh, the
of
straight
her,
jacket.
of the
Like a
straitjacket.
feral
Like a
fucking
suitcase. That's fine.
not a Shar-Pei. A Pomeranian, like a little
Yep.
feral Pomeranian, just all over the place, like trying to nip at you.
That's why they
fine.
put that handle on the back of the
Yeah.
up on the back of the straitjacket, so you can carry
Here's-
him like a little
And
rabbit.
Timmy's also trying to bite at you now too,
Okay. I mean,
like at your ankles and stuff.
this you can talk to us, and we don't have to separate you. But if you're gonna keep talking in circles, well, then I'm gonna have to take your little sister here into a different room.
That's fine. I'm gonna put you in a box one day.
Yeah, we're all gonna die at some point.
Yeah,
too.
some sooner than others.
You know what? Once you work the beat for 25 years in Chicago, you welcome it.
Now, Timmy, do you only eat human meat these days, or would you like to go for a nice fresh steak?
I'd prefer human.
You prefer, but would you accept? I mean, humans are a little hard to come by these days.
Not really. There's 3 of them in here. There's 3 nice fat pigs right here.
I mean, that's true, but you know,
Long pork, as they call it.
they do call it that. That's true.
What about a nice hot dog, Timmy?
How about I eat your face? Your big fat face.
I slap
So-
him again.
Maybe you won't be
I'm
so
just-
fucking ugly if I eat your face.
I'm gonna put a towel over top of Lizzie's head.
You gonna waterboard this child?
No, it's just
Didn't
it's
exist.
what you do with a cat. Like if you
Oh,
don't want to
yeah.
be bitten or scratched with a cat,
You just throw a towel on him.
you towel them, and then I'm taking her out of the room and putting her in the other room.
Timmy's not happy.
Right?
Timmy's like-
I gave him an option.
Sure, he doesn't. He doesn't want to help you just to keep from having his sister put in the other
That's
room.
fine.
He's just trying, probably not very
And this-
easily, to attack.
It's the only way you have to agitate.
Probably Dr.
Is
Skinner.
this a police precinct that we're in?
Yeah.
Do they have a canine unit here?
I don't know if they would have had that back then.
Feed the dog to the children?
No,
Thank
they don't
God.
have any. Are you sure they don't have canines back?
I don't know if
think
they had a canine unit.
Really? Because I remember watching a lot of civil rights videos. where
I've
dogs
seen
were
some black and white
involved.
footage, and they deployed some dogs on some folks
Protesters.
for reasons we might not agree with today.
Nope, 61.
So when canine units started?
Yep,
Anyway, waterboarding was invented
Organized.
by the Spanish Inquisition.
Okay.
So
1961. It
I was
says.
gonna
Just a
say,
thought.
even the Germans in the 40s had dogs they used. But all right.
Well, yeah, people had dogs they used, but I don't think the
Well-
police had a canine
So,
unit.
okay, Timmy.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna take this child. I guess just throw her in a bathroom.
Okay.
Close the door.
There's another cell. Right?
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, the bathrooms. I mean, I guess it depends on the bathroom, but I mean, some of them might have windows.
This one doesn't.
Okay.
Now, Timmy, you said I was
You're
too.
right. Hold on, doctor.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna take her and I'm gonna throw her into another cell that's down the hall.
Okay.
They are prisoners. I should just
Yeah.
let them. I was gonna look for a dog kennel and just throw her
Yeah,
in
I
the
figured that's
kennel,
what you were
but-
gonna do.
That's a good idea.
But yeah, we'll just put her at the farthest cell away from Timmy.
Dog kennel, child holder, same thing.
Yeah.
Now, Timmy, you said that I was too old to meet your friend.
Yeah, he doesn't like old people.
But if we brought somebody younger in, could they meet your friend?
I mean, I don't know where he is. We just happened to find him.
You found him in the neighborhood.
Yeah, we found him in the neighborhood.
he's lying to you. I can see it on his stupid little fat face.
How about you shut up, pig?
Now,
I'm asking
Timmy,
the questions here, Timmy.
Except you weren't. He was. You just sitting there making comments.
Gentlemen,
You fuck.
Gotcha.
Continue, pig.
I'm actually not a pig. I'm a
He's not
I'm
a
a
pig. There's only
counselor.
2 pigs in
You're
here.
all pigs.
Okay,
That's not true.
we're gonna leave the room for a moment and close the door behind us, and I want to confer with my 2 compatriots here real quick.
Okay.
Doctor, you've been developing that interview technique for long, have you?
Some kids you just can't reach. Okay.
He just needs love.
I thought it was No Kid Left Behind.
Oh, that's some stupid idea that some little kid had a long time ago. Anyway, do you think there's a morgue here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's one in the basement.
Because he said for 3 fingers he'd tell us.
He
Where
said
do you think
your
we keep
3
all the guys we
fingers.
shoot?
Okay. Well, why don't we string him along a little, and we could chop some fingers off, and
Why don't we talk to his sister Elizabeth and see if we can get anything different out of her?
you give it a shot. I'm not talking to that little fucking freak.
Why?
I have no bargaining chips. They don't even want their stuffed animals. They don't want hot dogs. I don't know how to reach these kids.
I've tried everything.
Yeah. Candy? No.
Nope.
Hot dogs? No. Love?
They said
Dogs?
if
They
you
just
let-
want to eat them.
They said if you let them eat you, they would tell you.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
All right, well, I'll go in there and talk to Elizabeth.
Okay. She's just like screaming bloody murder and just gnashing her teeth at you.
Okay.
The more
Can
you
we-
say.
To like the point where her like gums are bleeding and her teeth are chipped.
Gross.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Gross.
Just telling you.
Why don't we bring them back together?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Let it go on a little bit longer.
Well, I'm gonna go down to the morgue
Okay.
and show him my SCP doctor badge.
They don't know what that is.
You got any Jane Does in here?
Doctor, do you think we ought to be checking with those fellas who are talking about the ethics committee before you do what you're about to be doing?
I don't think the ethics committee has been formed yet.
It hasn't yet.
Well,
Well,
hasn't.
I said that they're about to form. They're talking about forming it.
Well,
And you're
until
talking about cutting up a dead body and feeding it to some children.
until they these children are clearly anomalous, sir. They don't read
they're
Bibles.
clearly insane. I don't know if they're clearly anomalous.
They
I
eat
understand
flesh.
that you're not a police officer and you haven't dealt with the darker side of
Hey,
humanity the same way we have. But I mean, come on.
Father, they don't want their stuffed animals.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want chicken nuggets. They're anonymous.
Anomalous, yeah.
What the fuck is a chicken nugget?
You heard. It's like chicken testicles.
Oh, good.
Deep fried.
Sounds delicious, actually.
It's a Chicago thing.
The doctor has tried everything.
You put it on a hot dog. It's a Chicago dog. Deep fried
It's a
bull
Rocky
testicles.
Mountain.
Yeah, Rocky Mountain hot dog. Yeah.
Chicago dog.
Yeah, so
Chicken nuggets were invented until 1963.
if there's a Jane Doe,
This one, my
Or a John Doe.
computer says 1950s. What
I
kind of
saw
computer
that.
do you have?
So I saw that, and then above it said he hadn't introduced them commercially till 1963.
What
Yeah,
is
they
it?
were
What,
introduced into prisons.
the McDonald's ones.
What? Anyways,
no,
what
they
are
were
you
created
doing?
by Robert C.
You said
Baker.
he.
Everybody knows
Robert
that.
C.
Yeah,
Baker.
yeah.
There's a song about it.
Anyway, I'm gonna get me some fingers
Okay.
from a John Doe,
All right. You go down and you take some fingers from a John Doe.
and I'm gonna go back to that kid.
What if he chokes on the bones?
Okay.
That's his problem.
He's like, what's this?
All right, Timmy. You said for 3 fingers.
Yours.
I can't give you my fingers.
Well, then, okay. I don't want some dead guy's fingers. They're cold and it's not fresh.
What if I heat them up for you?
What do you mean heat them up? It's not fresh.
Is it? Oh, okay.
I want them still
Fresh.
bleeding. I want to bite them off of your hand.
I'm not gonna give that to you. But
Well, then why would I tell you anything?
best I can do is these
I don't want
day-old
cold dead
fingers.
Yeah, I don't want
that
that.
I heat up in my tummy pocket.
I'm a fresh food kind of kid, okay?
You're only whole finger foods.
That's right, whole finger foods.
Timmy, either you eat your dinner or you're not going to get anything at all.
I'm not eating some random dead guy's fingers.
He was a very specifically picked dead guy. He's not random.
Okay.
Anyway, look, if you want to bite my finger, I'll let you do it, but you have to tell me first.
I don't know. I
Oh,
don't
like I'm gonna let you eat my finger and go. Oh, by his own good graces, he's gonna tell me after he's had his fill of my
you can
fucking
trust me. I'm a
phalanges.
child. Children don't lie.
You've lied since we got here.
I haven't
Timmy.
lied about anything since I've got here.
That's not true.
What did I lie about?
You said you met him around the neighborhood.
I said in a manner
that
of
was
speaking.
clearly a lie.
You didn't say it.
In a ma- you
Now
did
you're
not
lying
say
again.
that. Now you're lying about what you said.
I didn't say I did meet him. I said you could say that.
That's another lie.
I don't remember the exact wording that I said 5 minutes ago.
You know,
When
we
was
I'm a
your
just-
last
child.
confession?
Children, right?
When was your last confession, child?
I don't know.
Oh yeah. Have you tried?
Oh, that's right. You're a filthy Protestant.
That's right.
Officer O'Rourke, have you tried exercising this child?
Yeah, he does look kind of fat. You
Let's go
should
play
get
kickball.
him on some exercise. The power of what?
Did you know a little known fun fact? The church doesn't like to talk about it too much because some weird hijinks happen when you're a priest in a room with children. But, because the words for blessing come from the priest's mouth, spit is technically holy water, and I spit on it.
Okay. You hear a knock on the door, and you can see that there's a police officer outside the door.
Not now.
And no, he's like waving at you, like,
Yes. Okay. Yes, officer. Is there a fresh body? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
"Come on."
I go.
He's just waving.
Yeah.
So there's another killing. We need to go now.
But these
Literally
kids,
just
they're about
happened.
to give it up.
Oh, does it look like the way he just spit on him?
Yeah.
All right, I'll spit on the kid too, and then
Is his
leave.
head sizzling like a
No.
Little
spit on a
vampire.
griddle?
Yeah.
You're not a holy man, anyways.
He is. He
I-
said
I
he's
am. I'm
he's
a priest.
father.
You're a priest?
Yeah.
I'm a cop, a fireman, and a priest. I fight
Oh, okay.
fire, crime, and sin.
Well, in that case, no, it still doesn't sizzle on the child.
Okay.
In fact, if anything, the child just licks it up.
All right, I run out of here.
Yeah, I don't think I want to stick around with the vaguely sexual undertones of what just
I'll
happened.
see you later.
I hope
You
not.
won't.
Oh, I will. Don't you worry. I'll see you. So, yeah. So this one's on the opposite side of Chicago.
Yeah, we rush.
Okay. You rush over there. Literally, the ambulance is there. Fire department's there for some reason. And they're just cordoning off the area.
They've got to save a kitten out of a tree.
Yeah, that's exactly right. But yeah, so you arrive on the scene. It's a little chaotic at the moment.
Are the
Is TV on?
So if you run up to the door and the police are like, be careful, there's a fucking crazy kid in there. He's got a fucking knife.
I think we can handle a child with a
I've
knife.
got a size
Okay.
12.
Yeah.
And there's like a cop who's like, you passed on the way over. He's on a gurney, and he has multiple stab wounds. And he's just like, fucking kid.
Is anyone? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to pull out the stuffed tiger out of the box and use it as a puppet to enter the room.
Okay.
Does anyone know the child's name?
Bimothy.
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 Bimothy. Bimothy, this is Detective Smithick O'Rourke with the Chicago PD. I need you to come out with your hands up and empty right now, or I'm going to come in there and kick your little fucking teeth in. Do you understand?
So you heard you know what? Do me a perception check real quick.
I love to perceive. I'm a detective.
You're terrible at it, I know.
10.
19.
I got
Yeah.
an 8.
You perpetually suck at perception.
God damn it.
What'd you
That's why
say?
you
Phil?
always ask me to roll them.
I got a 19.
Okay. For a brief moment, you hear what sounds like playful, colorful music before it cuts to the snow sound that a TV makes
is a
when it's on the
TV,
wrong
huh?
channel.
It's goddamn television.
But you don't hear a child anywhere. It's
I
very
look through the
quiet.
window.
It is a horror show inside. There's blood all over the place. You see an older gentleman, not old, but like an older gentleman sitting in the chair, and his head's way too far back because his neck's been slit so deep that it's just like hanging off backwards.
Hey,
like a hot
leave
dog.
him alone. Mr. Dennis is sleepy.
Sorry, he's a sleepy boy.
He's
so
asleep.
sleepy.
So sleepy.
So sleepy. So sleepy.
Dr. Skinner's going to go in Tiger first.
Yeah, I let him
Okay.
go in first.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
you go first. All right, you go in.
Tiger looks around,
The tiger doesn't see shit.
and then I approach cautiously,
Okay.
perceiving.
Sure, roll perception.
I got a 16.
Okay. You happen to hear small, quick breaths. You glance over to your right, and there is a child with just like blood crazed eyes on the like perched up on the banister like a fucking gargoyle with two knives in his hands. and like as you turn to look at him, he just jumps at you,
Oh boy.
knives out.
I'm going to try to.
Deck save.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm going to try to catch him by the wrists if I can.
Or yeah, you tried that too.
I correctly failed.
Okay.
I'm paying for all those 20s.
Okay. So you don't dodge, but he. Yep.
Tiger, save me.
So you turn and he just plunges both knives into your eye sockets.
Yeah.
And just starts twisting them around and just giggling maniacally as he pilots you around like a fucking Gundam.
So passes Skinathor.
I'm gonna run in there now because I watched this through the window.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'll draw my hickory stick and go in there and
And I'm gonna
smack
beat
that
the
motherfucker
shit out
upside
of
the
him.
head.
And so your friend's not dead yet. He's gonna be dead. Yeah, he's definitely gonna die. But his body hasn't died yet, and it's just spasming wildly as this kid's rising.
We're police
around.
officers. We're not here to save lives. We're here to ruin them. Okay.
Sure.
Our objective is to beat up that child.
Okay. Kid's just giggling.
Natural
At you.
20
To what? Beat him?
to beat the shit out of him.
19.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you hitting him with? A hickory stick?
Hickory stick. My hickory stick. Yeah.
Is that just like an actual stick,
It's
or is
a
that
It's
a
a
billy
20
club?
inch
Yeah.
stick
billy
of
club.
hickory. Yes, with a handle on it.
Okay, so it's like a billy club.
It's a hickory stick. Yes, it's a police baton.
Okay. Because when I think hickory stick, I mean you just broke a stick off a fucking
The
tree.
PR-24 hasn't been invented yet. So it's just a straight stick.
Yeah, it's a nightstick.
No, it's not a nightstick. The PR-24 hasn't been invented yet.
I'm
With
thinking
the
of
tonfa? You're thinking of a tonfa.
no, I'm thinking of
with
the
a
thing
little
from
side handle
like
there.
the Untouchables. Like it's like a little
Oh yeah, it's like
stick
that. Yes.
that you hold
It's
on
got
to
a
that
piece
you
of
can beat
leather on
people
the.
with.
Yeah.
That's a blackjack.
Okay.
You're,
doesn't have
you're a
leather.
blackjack.
Whatever it is, it's a handle. It's a stick. He fucking hits people.
It's a
with
big
it.
fucking stick, and I hit him beside the his stupid fucking face with it.
Okay, you
Dennis,
hit
I
him.
don't know why you're having so much trouble like imagining this.
I've never heard it called a hickory stick.
It's called a hickory.
It's made
stick.
of
I'm telling
hickory,
you,
and it's a
I've never
stick.
heard it called a hickory
Very
stick.
thick stick.
Here, look in the botch.
Come and take a
You
ride
could
on my
send
hickory
it.
stick.
I'm just telling you, I've never heard it called that. Just because you send it doesn't mean I magically will
sap.
remember. Oh yeah, I remember hearing it called that now.
Well, now that you remember, good job.
Yeah, that's
Don't
exactly-
remember.
exactly what I was picturing.
I use whatever you have in your head to smash
To
this
beat the
child.
shit out of this
Yeah,
child.
that's what I was
upside
imagining
the,
right
upside
there.
the face. Good.
19.
Okay, yeah.
And natural 20.
Oh yeah, no, you both hit this fucking kid, and it causes his skull to like concave, and he falls off and just twitches. He's dead on the ground.
I don't think the space program will suffer. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Is he alive?
No, he's dead. Yeah, you both
Uh,
clubbed a
so-
small child in the head with a wooden stick. At a high roll. It's a stick. He's dead.
He was like that when we found
Your
him.
buddy falls down and just writhes on the ground, twitching. His blood shoots out of his eyes around the
Oh,
knives.
gonna
hey,
scream-
doctor.
Yeah.
You got it in the
sh-
eyes, not
I
the
pick up his
throat.
tiger and I say, "Can you show me on the tiger where he stabbed you?"
Just bloody hand streaks over the face.
Oh, right in the eyes, huh?
And then the doctor expires.
Yes, the doctor dies.
Forensic scientist Billy Fink here. Now, did you guys hear that television make any kind of noise before you entered?
Yeah, there was like children's music and laughter coming through it.
And now it's just static, huh?
Yeah. What do you know, Bill?
Well, I know that you can check the type of television by looking at the back of it because there's a manufacturer's plate.
Okay.
What kind of TV is this, voice and head? Oh,
Not important.
I'm onto something. Nice.
I just don't want to say the wrong type of TV.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good. Ah,
This is good.
RCA.
Fink always had it screwed on. Right?
An RCA, and
RCA.
it's also on Channel 7.
Yeah.
This one's also on Channel 7.
How many of these did they make?
A lot.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
Can we go to like Sears and find like a sales catalog for the area so we could get ahead of this thing?
Sure. If you could track down the TVs. Like I said, there's a lot of them. They've sold
Before we
a
go
lot of them.
tracking them down, let's verify that the other one is also the same make and model.
I believe RCA was the most popular brand back then.
Okay. Is the other one the same make and model?
Same. It's also an RCA, but it looks like it's a different model.
But it goes to 7.
It's not even the same model.
Shit.
We could just put out an APB that tells everyone to stay off of channel 7.
Okay, you could do that.
What does channel 7 mean
Done.
on this one?
Another fine day. Let's hit the bar.
The Foundation wants you to dig a little deeper in terms
Son
of
of a
trying to figure
bitch.
out where this broadcast is coming from.
These
Well,
motherfuckers will not
that's
get
the
off
thing,
the bats.
right? You gave us an investigation on the last television. Can I take one again on this one?
Sure, what are you looking for?
What's important about channel 7?
Roll me an investigation or intelligence.
It's 17.
Okay. If you had to guess, probably has more to do with the broadcast than it does to do with the TV.
If I take apart this TV, has there been anything added to the circuit board or to the tube or anything? Is just all
Looks
right.
like a totally standard. Both of the TVs look like totally standard TVs. Nothing off about them. Yeah, it has more channels than normal, but you've also been hearing that newer TVs
the
are
wave of
coming
the
out with more.
future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hold on.
They're
hold
adding
on,
channels
hold on.
that will be
Soon
added
there'll
later.
be 12.
Yeah.
So why don't we go to the local television station
Yeah.
to see if we can talk to them about different broadcasts?
And I can meet
And see
that
if
weather
we-
girl.
Okay, yeah, sure. And we can see if they know anything about getting different waves and different broadcasts onto televisions.
Okay. So you go down to the closest broadcast.
Mind if I come along, guys?
Yeah, we do.
Pink, don't you have some work to do with the lab or something?
I already took all the murder pictures and you killed the kid. So I'm done.
Well, he was like that when we found him, Pink.
Right.
Yes, correct?
I remember.
Right?
Yeah.
Good. Thank you.
All right, come on, Finky.
Okay.
Make sure you
Yeah.
tell that to the grand jury.
Okay. So you go to the local broadcast area, and the director meets with you because they have shows going on and whatnot. And they're like, yeah, what can I do for you, officers?
Is Heather here?
Oh, all right. hold on. He's
No.
not
What's your name?
Billy Fink?
That name does sound familiar. You know, Heather has talked about receiving many letters from you.
Yeah, I write to her all the time.
Yep, and she appreciates those letters, but
She
not,
hasn't written back.
She's very busy. You know, she's been meaning to.
I want to buy her a chili dog and a malt.
She had to wash her hair this month.
She had to wash her hair, so come back another day in time. She may be here,
Well, okay. Well,
or
we're
don't,
actually here
and we'll
for
call you. Actually,
official,
we'll call you and tell you when she's here.
official police business, though.
Oh, okay. What can I do for you?
And just look at the actual police officers.
Oh, okay. You too.
well, we have some questions on actual broadcasting and getting different TV stations and waves out there. And I didn't
Oh,
know
sure. You looking to start
wants
a
to-
cop drama or a comedy?
No,
we
not a show. We're talking about the actual television waves and
Yeah.
how would one figure out where a broadcast is coming from.
Well, I
Teach
mean,
us your magic TV spells, nerd wizard.
there are only so many channels and there's only so many broadcasters out here, so we all have a list of, this one goes to this channel and this one goes to that channel, just that way we know we don't ever overlap or anything.
Yeah, let me see that list real quick.
Sure. And it goes up to 5.
So if we were having stations broadcast past 5, then what does that mean?
Well, I mean, I suppose if somebody, got a hold of a tower, and they could broadcast to a 7 or so, but that's safe for, a future date whenever, another bigger broadcaster comes out. I mean, no one should be broadcasting on 7 right now.
A tower, you
keep
say?
saying- that's the second time you said. So how did you know people are broadcasting to 7?
I thought you had
We did say that. We asked.
Yeah, I thought you just asked him. But
No, I
7.
didn't say the number, but that's
Oh,
fine.
okay.
It was implied.
Gotcha.
There's more stations than just 7.
Wait, I'm sorry. Are we at the FCC? Where are we?
You're at
We're
like
the
a local broadcaster.
television broadcast station.
Oh.
So
okay.
you said that we had to have a tower.
Yep. Tower.
Would they be able to add like a different satellite to a tower that's already been built, or what?
Well, I mean, it's fairly new technology, so I would say, they got to build a brand new tower. I mean, you could bounce off an existing tower, but whoever's there would obviously know, because then the channel's not going through. It would go to, that channel.
Well,
instead
how
of
many
7.
towers are around here?
Well, there should only be 5. And he's like, here, I'll draw you a map. Bop, 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 bop. And
There you
shows
go,
So
you-
here's the thing:
detectives.
Here's the 5 tower.
we're having a broadcast on 7, so we're trying to figure out who's doing that.
Well, I mean, you want my advice?
Yeah,
That's why we're
That's
here.
why- that's
Okay,
why we're asking
well,
you these
let's
you know,
give me
I feel,
Heather.
you know what?
Yes.
I feel
Put
like
all that,
a,
you can put that together
I feel-
yourself, motherfucker.
I feel like a copper. Okay, I'm talking to you guys. I feel like a copper. I feel like one of the guys.
Do you want to come out on patrol with us?
Sure, can I
We'll
beat
give
up
you
criminals?
a gun. You can shoot some people.
Awesome. So what I would say, you know, if I on this map, so I showed you that we have the 5 towers.
Yep.
So if you see on this map, you got your 5 towers, and then you look around and you see a tower that's not on the map, that's probably your tower.
Thanks.
I mean,
Thanks,
just
big
look.
guy.
Yeah. So you give me that gun whenever. You tell me when I can come.
It's
Yeah,
in the
well,
mail.
Do you have a
mail?
We'll pencil you in for a ride or die.
Do you have a news helicopter we could commandeer?
No,
You said that
I don't think that was a thing.
what helicopters don't exist.
No, I don't think they had news helicopters
Without
in
cameras?
53.
Let's find out. Google.
Did TV news have helicopters?
I also we can't be doing this every episode, every season.
We have to.
No.
Or you could just not. No, it
Fine.
first went into operation in 1958.
Let's get a police helicopter.
Okay,
And if that doesn't exist, we'll get an SCP helicopter.
you get a police
I
helicopter.
know, I understand you're very excited to be part of the investigatory process.
Well, you
It's
fired
supposed to
me
be done out
already?
loud. But perhaps we could just go to the top of a very tall building and just look around.
It's probably that too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
All right. So you guys go to the top of a
We
building.
don't need to commandeer specialized
Coincidentally-
military equipment.
The building that you're in is a very tall building, so you can just go to the top and look there.
Yeah.
Do I see Heather?
No. Roll perception. Yeah, you see Heather. She's on the ground. She's
I
waiting.
think
for
she's
you.
just
Come,
not that
jump
into
to
you,
me.
bro.
Jump to me, my friend.
I perceive with an 11.
13.
13, 11, and what?
Don't worry about it.
Well, the 11 was to
Suck.
perceive for Heather, so I'm going to perceive for the tower
Oh,
now.
okay. Yeah, you don't see Heather.
I got a 12.
So 13 and a 12. So you guys spot all 5 of the towers.
Yeah.
The one's very easy because it's next to you.
And they drew us a map.
And they drew you a map. You think you may spot another tower, but because you rolled so shittily, you can't actually tell if it's a tower or if it's just a tree.
Do you guys have any binoculars?
Why would we have binoculars?
If you did, why wouldn't you use them to begin with?
Well, I don't know. Do they think someone in this building has a pair of binoculars?
No.
We could get on the intercom and ask.
The intercom.
I go all the way down to the bottom of the building.
Get on
I
the intercom.
find a sporting goods shop. I buy a fucking pair of binoculars and
This
I
isn't
come
a
back.
mall.
I know. I go
You said-
out onto the street
Oh,
to find
gotcha.
a sporting goods store.
Okay. You come
I
back an
spend
hour
3 hours
later.
and I come back. Yeah.
You have binoculars. You now get
Fucking
advantage.
1953. I swear to God.
I'm out of
There's been
cigarettes.
6 more murders since you've been gone.
That's right.
Since you've
Well,
been
we need the
gone.
fucking binoculars, plumps. Okay.
And now we get advantage to look through the binoculars.
He does.
We can take turns.
I guess, yeah.
Give me those. I walked for them.
Each of you get
I
one.
rolled a 20. Not natural.
Okay. You spot, yes, that was not a tree. That, in fact, was a tower, kind of off into the outskirts of Chicago. So, yeah, you definitely spot where you need to go to check out that tower.
Do you think-
Mark the map and let's go.
We should call for backup, or you just want to give me a gun?
Let's call for backup.
Yeah, let's go for
Okay. So you call him back up. They're going
So
to
no
meet
gun?
you.
Give him a gun. Heather might be seeing it before the next.
Yeah, that's fair. He disappears.
No,
and all of a
she's
sudden
washing her hair.
It's on TV. Anyways, so yeah, so the rest of the police, well, a bunch of the police show up at this other tower waiting for you, and they're all their cars out. They got their guns drawn. They're like, "All right, what are we doing?"
Oh, we're going to a TV station.
We're at the TV station. You've already arrived. We skipped to that part.
We're gonna go
we're going
inside.
In. We're going in.
Okay. And so the building itself doesn't have any name on it like the other one does. It does have a tower. It's kind of a, even though these towers are new, that tower doesn't look that new. It looks kind of run down and rusted. The building, the paint's faded. It's just kind of a meh, whatever. And it's off by itself. There's nothing really else in this area. So you go in. It's dark. It's pretty dark in here. You see cobwebs all over the place.
Click on my fucking flashlight.
Okay, you look in here. The hallways are barren. There's nothing in the hallways other than cobwebs. And it's just got this like eerie, creepy cold to it.
Okay.
You all just want to
Well,
look
that's what you see.
around.
You go in. Okay, so you go look around, and you go room by room, and eventually you come to a room where you see it looks like this. This looks similar since you were just in a TV station. This looks like a broadcast room, similar to the other one. And in here, you see that the machinery is in fact on, along with a series of, they wouldn't have tapes, so they look like reels.
Reels, yeah.
And there's a machine where it looks like it just pulls out the reel and puts it in and then plays whatever, and then it takes it out and puts it down. And so, like, it's very futuristic for you guys. You've never seen anything like this before.
I say we
But they
burn
do
it.
have names on each of the tapes.
Okay.
What are they named?
So each of them has a title on it. It's a very colorful, cartoonish title. It says Bobbles the Clown. Episode 1, Bobbles Kitchen Surprise. Then episode 2, Bobble in the Big City. Then episode 3, Bobbles Sneaky Saturday. And then Bobble Gets the Truth. Those are the episodes.
Did these match up with the crimes that we've already witnessed?
Kinda. I mean,
Is there-
based on the titles, I mean, kinda. I mean, it's not very much to go off of, but...
Well, I'm Special Agent Johnny Manicotti, and I say
What happened to Fink?
Yeah, where'd he go?
You said Fink wasn't allowed to have a gun, and you sent him away
It's true. We didn't want him here.
because he's a
He's a
fucking
nerd.
loser.
We don't like
He
him.
was a nerd.
And then I brought in the Special Task Force, full of guns.
Well,
We're
hello there,
gonna-
boss. How are you, sir?
Yeah. Good to see you too, you Irish fucking prick.
The fuck, that seems completely unnecessary.
But true.
I love you too.
That's true.
I think we should confiscate all of these reel-to-reels, and then we should burn this fucking place to the ground.
Well, I don't know about that.
Well,
I
you
mean, I
want
think
children to go murder their parents and then
it's not
scream
what
for
I said
flesh?
At all.
Yeah.
Hey, marinara suckers, fucking chill your chili roll here, bud. Like,
This is my big
Oh.
fucking break here. All right.
okay, well,
I don't want to work for the state police no more.
Why don't you take a big fucking break here, man? Like, all we found were these tapes. Let's investigate the entire tower before we start fucking setting things on fire.
Well, you want to take these
true.
fucking tapes back and play them for some innocent children and see if they go all murdery?
Or we can watch them ourselves to see what's fucking on them. God, this is why you are still a state cop, you dumb dick.
Fuck you. I'm leaving. I'm going back to Massachusetts.
Okay.
I'm gonna go through the rest of this building real quick and
There's
see what else.
nothing else in the entire
Okay.
building.
Uh,
However, the wiring to the tower,
and that's what I
again,
was wondering.
looks-
like where are they getting power from?
it looks like the power is coming from the city grid, but like in terms of the wiring and the setup, in terms of how the machinery is attached to the tower, also looks very, very high tech. It looks more convoluted than what you saw at the TV station you were just at. So, like, this definitely looks different from other places you've been. You have a limited knowledge of that, but
All right. Well, I'm inclined to agree with you there, Plumps. We ought to get some researchers in here, check the building out, see what's going on here, make sure that it's not just the tapes that are anomalous.
Especially because we've never seen any kind of technology. This,
You want to call in
this
some
advanced.
fucking nerds. I get it.
I thought you fucking went back to
I thought you
Massachusetts.
went home.
I'm
I
going.
thought you went home.
I'm fucking leaving. Bye.
I'll let your brother know that you've tendered your resignation.
Hey, you can't fucking park out here. Let me out.
what are you doing?
Having researchers come in
okay.
here. And
Yeah,
kind of
calling in
take
the
everything
Neds.
apart.
All right. So researchers come in and they coordinate. The SCP also cordons off the area, shoo away the police or whatever. And yeah, so what are my researchers doing?
Okay.
Who are my researchers?
Yeah, hold on. I have names this time. I'm a little slow. I didn't realize that doing fucking comedy while I have COVID would be so difficult.
It's fucking hard.
So yeah, It's the thing.
Oh man, I have like a hot tea waiting for me downstairs for the break.
Yeah.
Swell. Sorry if I'm coughing through this, everyone.
It's fine. You try a medicine ball. Those were fun while I was. It's a Starbucks
I
drink.
have
you
a
can just
medicine
make from home.
ball. Should I bring a medicine ball up
That's
here?
for
I'm very
drinking.
What, the
sweaty.
cocktail?
It's just what they're called. No, apparently it's a Starbucks drink, but you can just make it from home and it's a lot cheaper.
Should I just take a vodka seltzer to the brain?
It's like-
Is that
That's what I'm doing.
It's like water, lemonade, peppermint tea, chamomile tea, honey, and ginger.
Well, mighty ho there, folks. I'm Johann Digler,
Johann Digler.
paranormal engineer. I graduated MIT, and I'm a fucking weirdo.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Kirby Venezuela. It is very nice to meet ya.
Kirby and I have been working together a long time.
Best of friends. Yes, very nice.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Topochiko. I'm from Japan, and I am a foreign exchange advisor on technology.
Okay. So,
Where are you from again?
Kokomo?
Japan.
You're from Japan.
Yeah.
Okay. Couldn't place the accent. Gotcha.
No, I speak English very well.
Clearly. You think he's just guessing those words right there, Kirby?
I think he's doing a fine job.
My mother is American.
Okay.
Anyway, I think we ought to take a look at this equipment. Yeah.
What would we all want to break up to do?
Break up? Why would we break up?
Like, break up into different sections. I guess we would cover things a lot quicker if we were all investigating different things.
I'm gonna check out this weird self-feeding tape deck.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to check out the power source.
And I
Okay.
guess I'll sit down and watch these videos.
Okay. So you bring in equipment in order to pick up the broadcast that's going out while also putting a limiter out so the broadcast can't go anywhere other than your facility because then that would, cause potential children to murder people.
Yeah.
So
Obviously.
Yep. So, you're investigating the power source. Like I said, it's just coming out of the city's power grid. So there's nothing special about that.
You said it was futuristic.
I said the equipment that's like connecting the tower to the self-loading.
This is coal
TV
powered.
It's weird and futuristic. But yeah, so it looks like it's completely self-automated. And every so often it just pulls out one of the reels, puts it in, and then it starts to play. So your TV picks it up and bright, colorful, like circus music comes on. And there's a animated little logo. It says Bobbles the Clown. And then this clown who's not animated, looks like a real person who's dressed as a clown, waves, and then you pass out immediately. Anybody in this room passes out immediately.
Oh, that was just his character.
No.
No, anyone in the room passes out immediately.
Well, I was following the cords to the outside.
Then you're fine because
Yeah.
you're not in the room. You just fall asleep.
I'm gonna go ahead and fall asleep, voice in head. I'm gonna take a little nappy.
You do that.
After I figure out that the cords just go to the regular power grid, I'm going to come back inside.
Okay. You come back inside and you go to the room and you see that there is a clown on the screen. You only see him for a split second. He's doing something with somebody. And again, you pass out immediately.
He's just jacking it.
You just you just can't get enough of a looky-loo. You just pass out immediately. And then you all three just sort of wake up at the same time and the TV's on static.
Well, that's weird.
And you all have a stabbing headache.
Ow.
Yes. It hurts a lot.
I need some green tea.
I check my head. Is there any knives in there?
No.
Okay, well, that's great.
Yeah.
Kirby,
Apparently, the tape that was played was Bobble in the Big City.
Kirby, I'm gonna make a little deal of Rooney with you.
Oh,
let's not watch any more of those
No, I
videos until we're back in a laboratory setting.
I think that is the greatest idea I've heard in many days.
Fantastic.
Let's take these back to site 1.
One.
Okay. So you
Yep.
disconnect everything. You take it back to
Yes.
site 1.
Yeah.
And you can set it up basically so that it can play again.
Oh, and I'm also going to put that newly branded caution tape all around this tower.
Okay.
And take the core out of the...
I still think we should burn it.
The SCP Foundation will probably dismantle the tower.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna fucking burn it, like I said,
Not burn it. They're just going
to the
dismantle
fucking
it.
ground.
gonna
Boys and Head,
dismantle.
I rolled a 21 to investigate this self-feeding tape player deal.
So,
It's a robot, you idiot.
so you look
Yeah,
at it, and
It's a robot, you idiot.
it's definitely robotic in nature. You don't really understand the particulars of how it picks tapes, but it does seem like it's on some sort of an automated timer where it just pulls one, loads it. When it plays in full, there's like a little mechanism that can tell when it's done because it'll click, and then it pulls it back off and puts it back in place, and then it looks like it picks a different episode at random.
Is it connected to like a computer? Is there a big
No.
cabinet-sized reel-to-reel
Nope.
computer next to it?
Nope. It's
Look at
just
that
this.
dog.
Yeah, look at that dog. It looks like it's just this. It itself is a large machine. I would say it's about the size of like a vending machine, I would say. But like a current day vending machine. But you don't find a computer.
Current day,
in-
1953.
Like our current day, us talking
Oh.
right now.
Oh, well, you're going meta.
Yes, meta.
I'm in character.
Go to bed.
Okay.
Okay, well, I guess it doesn't really seem to be a lot that's anomalous about this.
The machine itself?
Machine.
No.
I'm going to turn it over to our engineers, see if they can, the engineering team, of which I am a part, and
Okay.
see if we can't develop some.
So you're gonna
some
turn it over to
fun
yourself.
stuff. Yeah,
And
I
to
mean,
He's also
Enter
gonna get
Pochico.
his
I'm going to
department
fill
on
out
it
the
and all that,
paperwork
yes.
and get the fellas looking at it, see if we can't develop some cool technology.
They don't call him Diggler for no reason. He's
Okay.
You
got
got to
Diggler
trust the diggle.
quite deep into this.
Respect the diggle.
Respect the diggle. Okay.
That's what they say about me.
All
That's
right.
right.
Yeah, so you could tear it apart. You could discern some pretty interesting futuristic technology in terms of self-loading tapes and just robotics and whatnot. That part doesn't seem anomalous. You'd say the tapes are probably what's actually anomalous.
Can we
the
try
reels.
showing them frame by frame to people to see when they pass out?
So if you just show a single frame, nothing happens.
And then the next frame,
nothing
and then
happens.
the next frame.
It's
So it has to be.
like it has to be like actually played as
Okay.
a video.
So, real quick, how is the audio coming through with this? If it's just a reel-to-reel tape.
But it's coming through like when it broadcasts to the TV.
Well, yes, but if it's just the film tape, where is the audio coming from?
It's coming from. I mean, I'm guessing
anomalous.
it's also on the tape itself when it broadcasts. I understand that's not how reel-to-reel works, but also you have a tape that's putting people to sleep and telling.
No,
children
I
where-
know, no. I'm not questioning your
Okay.
method. I'm actually just questioning it.
Oh, okay.
Well, does this clown look familiar to?
No,
Right?
it doesn't look like any known clowns, anyways.
Is there
Pochico.
anything? Oh, I'm sorry.
Pochico wonders if we round up the children that have already been affected by these tapes.
Yeah.
If we play the tapes backwards to them,
Oh,
will it reverse the effect?
very smart. Very smart.
I mean, you could try.
I'm going to try.
The answer is no.
You play the tapes backwards, and the kids they seem excited at first, and they start to yell out "Bobbles!" and then they seem to be annoyed. Like, "Ugh, why is it playing backwards? This is stupid. Doesn't make any sense.
Oh, where did you find your friend Bobbles before? Children?
He just came on the TV.
And is this the one that told you to murder?
Maybe. I don't have to tell you shit.
We'll
Science
show you
nerd.
Bobbles again if you. If
I mean, you
tell
don't
us.
have to. You could do it anyway.
I could. I don't want to.
You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Guys are adults. Adults are dirty.
Pochico wonders, do we have any death row inmates that are sentenced to death that maybe we could
Yeah.
bargain with these children with?
You gonna feed death row inmates to children?
If they watch Bob.
Well, we didn't say. I mean, that's your phrasing, not ours.
Certain individual with glasses pops their head around the corner and just looks
Fellas,
at
let
you
me
like,
tell you, I've been tapped to be on this new ethics committee, and I am not okay with this. And
But
then I
they're
turn and
sentenced to
give my
death
thumbs
already.
up.
he gives you a thumbs back like, yeah.
Well, what we could
Ethics
do
committee
instead
buddies.
of feeding the children the inmates is maybe we can have some inmates sit down and watch the videos themselves, and then we monitor what happens to the inmates.
Sure. You do
One
that.
after another.
If you do that,
Yeah.
the inmates pass out almost immediately
For every
as soon
single
as
one?
the broadcast starts.
Yes, yes.
Every time you test it. However,
And we have them.
never mind.
Can we also have them hooked up to some medicine equipment so that we can watch
Monitors.
their heart rate and their brain functions and all of that great stuff?
Yeah, everything looks normal until the tape plays, and then they fall asleep, and then they wake up with a stabbing headache, as they always describe it. And like their vitals all look normal; they're all within normal, healthy range. Their vitals in terms of like brainwave activity gets wonky when they wake up, but then it normals out after a bit. You notice that there's another tape all of a sudden.
Oh, a brand new one.
Yes.
Just like
a
appears.
hot drop.
It's just there with the other tapes. You don't even know how it got there.
And what is this one labeled?
Bobbles hates you.
Oh. Well, should we give it to one of these prisoners, or should we watch it, or the children watch it? What would you all like to do?
I think the ethical solution
Is to make the ethics committee watch it?
is
that
to
what you
make
think?
one of the prisoners watch it.
Okay.
Voice and head, I've got an idea. I'm a bit of a hobbyist. Okay, I've got an 8mm. A Super 8. The Super 8s existed yet? They had
Sure.
They had to. They had to.
Yeah. That's this season's game. Did it exist?
Yep. Hold on, Googling. Super 8
8mm, most certain.
it had to.
year. 1965 was the
Damn
Super 8.
it.
Son of a
Anyway,
bitch.
I'm a bit of a hobbyist, and
Everything's in the
I put
60s.
together my own 8mm.
It's a 4mm.
Now
Pro-
I have,
prototype.
It's a 60
it's
millimeter.
5.5. It's
Sure.
average.
Yeah.
Pushing a 5.5 millimeters?
The
an
8
angry
millimeter
5.5.
entertainment
It's
system.
big enough.
Yeah.
You can see it.
Yeah.
But
You'll feel it. It's fine.
I have an idea. We're going to set up one of those tapes to play, and I'm going to record it with my 8mm,
Okay.
and then we'll go watch the 8mm, see what happens.
Okay. You do that. Which one are you playing? Or which one are you
new
playing?
one.
The new one?
Yeah, Bubbles hates you.
Okay. So you do that, and you find after you finish recording that your tape, even though it's a different thing from the reel that's over there, turns into that reel, and it also says Bobbles hates you.
That's fucking weird, guys, and a waste of perfectly good 8mm tape. I
What
guess I
happens
can't
if
It's a
I
good thing.
burn the copy?
Oh, no.
But nobody watched it while it was playing, right? It was just a camera watching
Yeah.
it? Or
It was just a
Correct.
camera
Okay.
watching.
Okay.
You know what? I am a researcher.
Okay.
I have to do my job. And
Okay.
even though Bubbles hates me, I am indifferent of him right now. I will sit
very-
down and
Very
watch
honorable of you
Okay.
to do that.
So when you play Bobbles hates you, you do not fall asleep.
it. Okay, great.
And it has the same colorful logo, Bobbles the Clown. It's got the colorful music, and then it cuts to this room. There's
Oh,
nothing
jeez.
else in this room, but it looks the same on the tape.
Am I on the
You're
tape?
not.
Okay.
You don't see it.
Hold
There's
on.
just a chair. Nothing else that's in this room is in this room. It's just a chair in the middle, and it's Bobbles the Clown just staring angrily at the camera for
Ever.
30 minutes. He never says anything. He just stares angrily at the camera for 30 minutes, and then it cuts to credits, and then it goes back to static.
There's credits here.
Well, I mean, when
What's
I
on the
say
credit
it's
reel?
just the music, and it
Made
says
by Bubbles the
the
Clown.
Clown, made by Bobbles the Clown, starring Bobbles
Edited
the
by
Clown.
H. Bubbles the Clown.
Yeah. Everything's Bobbles the Clown.
So why don't we recreate that and put the chair in here like Bobbles had it?
Okay.
And maybe we can manifest a Bobbles.
Oh, okay. You do that. Bobbles doesn't just magically appear in the room.
What if we have the children watch the Bobbles the Clown Hates You?
You do that, and the children, like the crazy children or new
Yeah,
children?
the crazy children.
Okay.
No, we're not doing
The
new
crazy children just look like they feel a little uncomfortable
Mm-hmm.
because they're just like, well, Bobbles isn't doing anything fun like he normally does.
Yeah.
He just looks angry.
Never meet your heroes, children.
I don't like this episode. It's boring.
I show him the cover of the tape reel and I say, look, Bobbles hates you.
He doesn't hate me. He hates
It
you.
says I didn't make
It
this.
says he hates you.
It's the
You.
second person and it's looking at you right
Well,
now.
you're holding it at me. If I hold it at you,
That's
then
correct.
it's you.
Well, you can't because
he
you
hates
don't have
everybody.
any hands because you're in a straitjacket because you're a little weirdo.
That's take me out of the straitjacket. I'll hold it.
I won't do that. I'm not authorized to do that.
Okay.
You'll stab me and eat my ankles.
I will. Not your ankles, though. Your eyes. Your eyes first.
Mm.
And I'll eat your nose like a fucking hot dog.
Well, I think it's safe to say that
In a bun?
these
Yeah. I'll put a
tapes
fucking bun on your face and then bite it.
these tapes can just be contained in a box,
They can.
and we should seal them there because they cause children to murder their parents and family,
Okay.
anybody else, and then we can just keep these children locked away for the rest of their lives.
You could.
I think we should also I'm gonna go check on these tapes every once in a while, see if these are new ones.
Okay.
Because it seems like maybe Bobbles the clown might be like alive inside these tapes.
Could be. So you pack the tapes away in a safe place. It's locked. It's a locked container.
We should catalog it because if we need to put someone
Sure.
to sleep for a little while, we could play them this
Okay.
video.
You mean like with a number? Or you
Yeah,
mean
like an
catalog
adult?
it?
Yeah, catalog it.
Yeah. So like with a number? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
One of the
Duh.
subordinates marks it with a 993.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. And they write Bubbles the Clown on it. So you check on it. How often you want to check on it? Every day, every week?
Fortnite?
Bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly. Okay. So about a month or two goes by, nothing has changed, and then all of a sudden there's a new tape in there.
Does it say Bobbles is sorry and wants to come home?
No, it says fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, is what it says.
We got a mad little clown here, fellas. I
Let's
can't
not-
help but
you
take
know
a
what?
little bit of joy in this.
Let's not watch it.
Okay.
Let's not watch it. Let's let it
Yeah.
rot.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Throw it in the garbage.
Do the kids ever seem
Trash
to get like
compacted.
better at
No,
all?
they never get better. They stay psychopaths.
Well, I guess they're in juvie forever.
Yeah. Unless you can do some sort of brain wiping thing, which the SCP
Amnestics.
hasn't found.
Oh,
Other than like
hitting
him on the head might work.
He's got a few
been working on it.
experimental techniques he would
Yeah.
love to try on the
Sure.
children.
Yeah, you could do that.
Ethically.
So as you lock away this tape, never watching it or any of the other Bobbles tapes, that is where we're going to call it. But yeah, SCP-993, otherwise known as Bobbles the Clown. And if you'd care to know about what each of these episodes are, just for fun, shits
do.
and giggles, Bobbles Kitchen Surprise is Bobbles going, it's in a small American town. Bobbles kidnaps a citizen of the town and then teaches the viewer how to prepare human flesh for consumption. He skins, guts, and cooks the person while giving very detailed, descriptions of the proper way to cook a person to make sure that they taste.
Oh,
the
man, we
best.
should have had the cannibals watch that shit.
Yeah, Bobble in the big city, looks like New York City. He teaches you how to light fires undetected. And then he lights a building on fire, and as the camera cuts to black, you just hear people screaming nonstop in the background. And then there's Bobbles Sneaky Saturday, which looks like London, and Bobbles appears to be stalking a woman, and then she goes home, and he's there waiting for her, and he kills her in her home with a steak knife, and then details for the child, the viewer, on how to remain unseen.
Bobbles the Ripper.
Yeah. Bobbles gets the truth. It looks like a prisoner of war camp. Bobble tortures a captive, asking him nonsensical questions, torturing him to death, no matter what the person says, and then describes how to inflict painful, non-lethal wounds to make sure that their suffering lasts as long as possible. You already know about Bobble Hates You. And if you were to watch the fuck you, fuck you, fuck you video, he's in the video takes place in the room that you have him contained, and you can actually see whatever scientists are at the facility in the windows just outside, like going by at the same time that they actually went by. Bobbles details to other SCPs how to break containment, and goes on and on about how much he hates the fucking SCP organization and how they ruin all of his fun. But yeah, so those are all of the Bobbles tapes. And with that, we're going to call it. So thanks for tuning in. Check us out next time.
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, TikTok, Reddit, and Twitch at Botched Podcast. This episode of Botched was brought to you by the Patreon producers, Big Jim, the Nuck Lord, Chronic, Skinner, B-Mail, Disgruntled Furniture, Chris Wisdom, Sinagami, Lost Limey, Jay Squeezy, and Old Scabby Goo.
Icky.
Sorry. You want to support us? Go to all of our favorite websites: FreedomValleyHorsePace.com, DickBlood.club, BuyTheseViagra.com, LouisianaPocketGopher.com, DamnYouDentist.com, MeepsCreeps.com, PartyMormons.com, ChongoGrande.com, ChugYourMilk.com, DaddyDentist.com, RaoulsMovingCastle.com, or simply Patreon.com/BotchPodcast. Like our newest patron, Multicolored Mind.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Thank you to Talshi and the Mob Squad for keeping our free Discord safe and fun. You can check that out at tiny.cc/Botch Discord. Or is it Botch Podcast Discord? I
Go
don't
into
remember.
Twitch and put Discord !
I don't remember. Somebody else do it.
I got it. Check that message I sent you there, Phil. Oh, I got to put Discord, not just next.
Good try, Steve.
I'm good at commands.
It's tiny.cc/botched Discord. You're correct.
All right, cool. You want to support us but can't do it financially? Head on over to iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you listen to the show and leave us a 5-star review, and Chonky will read it out on the show like our newest reviewer.
Multicolored Mind, 9/19/2024. Such a fun podcast. Makes me love D&D. I was never into D&D until I came across this podcast. The SCP D&D crossover is the perfect combination. These guys are so funny. Dennis is a perfect DM with his dry humor and sarcastic comments. Phil, Tristan, and Steve really make the show immersive with characters they commit to completely. Parenthetical, the voices and names are always on point. And parenthetical, I recommend this show to anyone who loves a good story with some fun moments.
All right.
That's too sweet.
We also received fan art and mail from this person if we want to read it on
Yep,
the
just
end.
give me 1 second, big guy.
Okay.
Since you were the first one to leave us a fucking review, you get one of our character sheets sent to you. You can either choose from Steve's character or my character.
Choose fast.
Leave us a message on the Discord on which one you would want us to send out to you. I can tell you now, the one from me would be Alski Slabinski, the Polish brother who passed away.
Who
or
tried to steal his brother's
And the one for
pierogi?
me is none other than Shu Gene Gunderson.
Dennis, as you were saying, they left us something else?
Yes, so they sent us some fan mail. So they left us a message and a video, which we can play on stream if you so desire. Hey guys, as always, I have to say how much I love the podcast. You are all so funny, you always make me laugh. I love your stuff so much, I decided to make a little animation of one of my favorite moments. I hope you love it. Heart Multicolored Mind.
Play it.
Okay, let me pull up here.
Yoshi,
I
you
think this
slut, go away.
Oh, calm down here.
Yeah.
All right, let me share. How am I going to do
Yoshi, you whore.
How do I do this?
You're killing Philip, Multicolored Mind. Stop.
It's all right. It's all right. We should have done this at the end before we went on break so that you didn't have to edit all this in the middle of the outro.
It's fine.
Because we still have to salute somebody.
It's fine. Okay, I think it's this. Except,
Change scene. Oh, yes, you've done it.
No, I just have to fix it so that it's scaled properly.
Yoshi's.
Oh, boy.
What's unisex? Are you into
Yeah, what do you
unicycle
got there,
porn?
big guy?
Unisex.
It shows all your bookmarks.
Oh, the unisex is the
Don't worry about it. It's a
Don't
don't,
worry-
worry about
He's a unisexual, okay?
no, it's the jerseys. Okay. Now that I have that up. All
it.
right.
Just hit widescreen. So that.
Whatever.
Bottom right icon.
All right, so you guys can see it and hear it maybe.
Chunky lease. I think this fucking slug's your mom.
Hey, come here, Slom. Does it look
cup?
like my mom? I look at her. I look really hot at the slug's
cum
face.
slug?
Yeah. It's crawling towards you.
I look really hot at its face. Is this my Slom?
It crawls onto your arm
Are you my slum?
and starts to burrow into your skin.
Oh, fuck. no!
And like
Mom!
you try and grip it,
Is there-
but it's so
is there
slippery,
sound to this?
and it
That's his
literally
mom.
wriggles.
'Cause we don't
under
we
the
don't hear
skin.
it.
Oh, you can't hear
I
it.
hear it.
Oh, okay.
So play it. I didn't. Well, you hear it because you're in there,
How
but
do
I didn't hear
How
it.
do I share the sound with
That's
you?
all right. You know what? Let's
You know
share
what?
it. Hold on.
You know what?
Could
They heard it on the stream because I
Yes.
didn't have the stream volume up. Disregard me.
And
I'm
we
stupid.
we'll
I'll
post
send
it
it to
in
you.
that we could post it in the Discord.
Also
under
that.
media. So, all right.
It's true.
Thank you to Gozer featuring Lonnie from Forensic Polaroids. Find them both, those bands, on Spotify. Gozer or Forensic Polaroids. Thank you to Emily Swan for album art. She's all over the internet at a swan named Emily.
I think it's fucking Slugs
to
your
the
mom.
Studio at P.O. Box 3178, Gettysburg, Pennsylvania 17325. And Chunks will open it up on screen. And as always,
as you go to your favorite Weather Girls broadcasting station and ask for her again, and they say no, shout Botched, and we'll commiserate.
we'll see you next week, nerds. We salute you.
Loves to sploog.
splooge.
Sploog.
You are this episode's
Redacted.
Splagted.
All right, everybody stick around. We're going to go take a short break. I'm going to make some tea in honor of my COVID, and we'll be back in like 5 to 10 minutes.
I'm gonna go
And
make
we'll
some
read that.
pee.
We'll read that super chat from you there, Lefsis, please.
Yeah. Right after the chat. All right, we'll be right back. us back.
I was. I gotta bring this in now. Oh look, Steve's dead. He's gone now.
Steven.
That's what you guys get. Multicolored Mind, if you're still here, everyone loved the video. Now that they can hear the sound.
They're gone.
Oh, is she? Okay.
All right. Back to
Womp,
Hunt for
womp.
Red
I'll tell her separately.
Hunt for Red October.
Oh, they have 15 players on the field? Holy crap. What kind of tea are you drinking?
I have a lemon ginger turmeric.
Oh, nice. Nice, very nice. C's ready to play basketball.
It's 2 different teas that I blend together.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so much better.
Yeah, it's like the medicine balls. It's chamomile and peppermint.
And I found my inhaler.
Are
Oh,
you my
okay.
salami?
Are you
Are you
my
my
salami?
Are you my slum?
All right. Ready to do 5
Yeah,
seconds?
it's kind of my thing, Shinigami. I mean, come on.
Super chat.
Are we ready for
Hold on, yeah,
second?
we want to read that super chat before we go. Right?
Oh, that's right. Super chat.
That's right. Loves to splooge with a very generous 19.99 super chat.
Oh,
Says, missed you boys at Dragon Con, but you're still my favorite podcast.
hell yeah.
Thank
Sweet.
you. But be there.
Well, even though you missed
God
us,
damn
you can go into the DragonCon app and leave us a 5-star review.
True.
Every 5-star review on the app gets calculated if we want to be brought back by the con or not. So take your time and just do that quickly.
Please.
And before long, you'll be able to watch that show on YouTube anyway.
Yeah. Slumdog Millionaire.
That's good.
That's good shit.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that was my
right.
problem when we recorded. Every time we would talk or laugh, it's just like, oh, my lungs get worse. A little worse
Sorry,
every
my
time.
mute button's all the way down here. So
It's fine. You're on a separate track.
I hope
could
you
be-
fuckers have learned a good lesson about licking doorknobs.
To be fair, we all drank out of the same bottles of Dragon Con. I'm the only one that got COVID. He got it separate.
all drank out of the same bottles, did we?
The peppermint one? Oh, okay. Normally he makes
I
everyone
didn't
do
put my
shots of it.
lips on it.
yeah,
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
put my lips on it either.
Oh,
I
okay.
did, but I had it first, so fuck off. I think.
Also, DragonCon was 3 weeks ago. I just
I
got
know.
COVID.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't get it from that. I had it. I was the only one that got it.
No, he had long COVID from. It took a long time.
I got long COVID.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
That's the scariest thing we've ever had. Looked like that murder dwarf from Baldur's Gate 3.
You look like a gold prospector that's lost his mind in fucking Arizona.
Mr. Pocket!
I'm so sick of this beard and want to shave it.
Fucking shave already.
I
Yep,
can't.
What, is
slumdogmillionaire.com.
it playoff beer
Get
or
it.
something?
You should keep it and then cosplay as Captain Nemo from League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Just make your beard more fancy.
Okay.
You could pull it
5
off.
seconds, you say. Let's go.
Yep. All right, I'm going to hit the button in 5,
File.
4,
Ew.
3, 2, 1. Strax got beans! It's full of beans.
You gonna do it the whole time?
Yeah, this is me now.
You record like
Just
that?
go get some tape. Go get some tape and tape it up.
I'll get some
Yes.
clips.
Get some Hellraiser
some
hooks
pins.
and just
Yeah,
hang them
just
from
get
the
some
ceiling.
pins.
Right to my hat.
We
some
have
pins.
such smiles to show you.
Cicadas.
We've got cicadas to show. you.
Cicadas. Every 17 years, the cicadas emerge in North Carolina
The
at
great
Augusta
cicada.
National Golf Course.
There's one above all, the great cicada.
Cicada.
The Queen
Cicada.
Cicada.
No, that's a Street Fighter character.
Cicada.
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 Cicada. Ah, cicada.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Get that scar on your chest. Fucking cicada. So got him.
Sagasta on your fucking
got him.
chest.
Viper.
Previously on Botched.
These fucking kids are crazy. Burn this station to the ground.
Welcome back, junior researchers, to the 7th episode of our 9th season of Botched.
Do you know who my brother is?
I don't know who your brother is. We're going to start a little while after we left off last time. So more and more of these anomalies keep popping up, like these just strange occurrences. Some of them are a little closer to normality than others, but, you know, the Foundation, this newly minted Foundation, is having a very tough time figuring out how to deal with all of these. And while they're trying, and they're also having a hard time keeping things under wraps as they just keep getting more and more expansive. Now, some of the researchers are working on certain chemicals to keep people from not remembering things, but it's not going great. There's a lot of side effects, and there's a lot of degradation of those memories, but or just minds in general. So, but you guys get a call in that a submarine off the coast of India has gone missing. And just before they went out of contact, they were speaking about seeing something gargantuan on their monitors, and then all of a sudden they just started talking complete nonsense, and then everything went silent. And
Voice and head, I'm assuming this is the southern coast of India that it's off of.
yeah,
Okay.
it's in the Indian Ocean. Yeah. I don't know.
How did they say how big the thing was, or anything else that we can go off of?
They just said it was gargantuan. They didn't get it was a rushed message. They sounded terrified, and then everything cut out. And they sent out a team, like a rescue team, to try and find them. All they found were some debris of the submarine, but nothing else substantial. And
I'm sure they're fine.
at that point, the rescue squad just got terrified and left, and no one in that government wants to deal with it.
I don't have my player's handbook with me, voice and head, but gargantuan, that means it takes up a 4x4 grid, right?
Yeah. Sure.
That's a D&D joke for you there, fellas.
A lot of maps.
it
We play
actually-
D&D on this show
Yeah.
if you forgot.
What is this D&D you speak of? It wasn't
D&D.
invented. It wasn't invented yet in 1953. So apparently we're staying in.
We're playing
53.
chainmail.
Yeah. But yeah, so they said it was very, very large before it cut out, before they started speaking nonsense.
Oh my god, it's so
yeah.
big.
Imagine your last words are very, very large.
Oh my God, it's so big.
It's very, very large.
So very large.
Very large. How do you
Oh
fit
my
all that in
God.
there?
Tell my mother.
It was very large.
Very, very large.
Well, fellas, I can't swim, so I'm gonna have to sit this one out. You know, I know I haven't been going on a lot of the field ops a bit. Yeah, I just got tired all the time. My back hurts, and I don't really want to talk about it anymore. But what do you say we send some frog boys down there, figure out what's going on?
Yeah, I think I've got a friend who might be able to take care of this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't fucking do boats.
Okay. So you guys dispatch a submarine or just a regular boat with people on it?
I know a guy with a submarine.
Okay. I mean, you guys work for the government, or you guys have government contacts, so you could probably acquire a submarine. Okay.
Yes, this is Captain Octavius, submarine captain,
Okay.
and I'm here to pilot these fine fellows to the Indian Sea.
Okay.
I'm also a marine doctor.
Okay. How big is this sub that you have?
Sure.
It's like a little teeny tiny
It's a
person
war
sub,
sub.
or is it like a war sub? Okay.
Yes.
All right, so it's pretty big. So you probably have a crew.
If a torpedo tube.
Okay.
Or
But you have a
four.
crew.
Yes.
All right.
It's an old decommissioned diesel submarine from
Yes.
World War II we picked up.
From
They
World
didn't want
War
to give us one of those new nuclear ones, but we'll get one. We'll get one.
Okay. So yeah. So you have I'll say you have a crew of what? 15.
Yes, it's a 15-man diesel sub that we stole from the Russians.
All right. So you got a 15-man sub. And then who are my other people who are the other two main characters who are on this sub? Because I don't know what you're playing, but I would guess marine biologist, but I don't know with you people.
I told you, I
One
have
of
a
you could be a
doctorate.
marine podiatrist, and the other one's a
In
paranormal
octopus
fish doctor.
study.
I don't know.
Each time I descend into the ocean, it is like a return to the womb. The amniotic fluid of the earth's belly surrounds me, threatening to crush me, but also to entomb me forever in joy. My name is Brock Too Slow, and welcome.
Brock, too slow. Okay.
And welcome to the ocean with me. I am here with my assistant, Klaus.
Hello.
Say hello, Klaus. You wait until I say hello, Klaus.
You did. You told me to say hello. As I said hello.
You said hello first.
I'm sorry, Brock. I won't do it again.
That's fine.
Do you have
See
a
that you should
specialty,
not-
Klaus, or
I'm
you're just
not-
assistant?
Microbiologist and also with the cameras.
He's
Okay.
a certified assistant. Yes, he is very good camera.
All right.
And I am very familiar with octopus.
Okay.
Says octopuses.
That may come in handy.
Yes.
All right. So you guys are off the coast of of India. You're in the Indian Ocean. How would you like to proceed?
Down.
Also,
12
before
knots.
before that, are you bringing any specific equipment with you? Because we always have to play this game. Equipment
what
that
does-
existed.
Well, hold on. Let me.
I would like an octopus freeze ray.
Scuba
It only
gear.
freezes octopuses in a 10-mile radius.
Well, what does the submarines have already?
Torpedoes.
Okay.
I mean, a decommissioned torpedo. It's a decommissioned submarine.
Fully
They're put
armed and
active
operational
torpedoes on it.
Yes.
well, everything the submarine would have, we would have.
Yeah,
Smoke
like
screen.
a war submarine.
I'm googling if diver propulsion vehicles existed. Okay, well, I mean, technically, the Japanese did develop manned torpedoes, which kind of counts.
To Pochico
kinda.
sent those over, yeah.
I will say that the SCP took that technology and it's been developing over the time. So you do have like a very rudimentary. There's the word we're looking for.
It's like a
Rudimentary.
diving bell with a fan on it.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Okay, so we will be able to do an extravehicular activities,
Sure. Yeah.
and Klaus will be able to flex his cinematographer skills,
Sure.
which he loves to flex. Let's flex for them, Klaus. Look at those
Oh.
muscles.
Impressive. Ooh.
Yes, and I have a above deck harpoon.
Above deck harpoon.
Yes,
Okay.
like
Above
a
deck
launcher.
harpoon.
All right. Which doesn't do you any good
If we
you're
breach the
undersea.
water,
Yeah, if you're
I
above
can get
water.
on top and
Yep, that's true. It's true.
she's got a little bullseye for aiming.
You will tell his son Steven all about it when he gets home.
Okay. So, aside from down, how would you like to proceed?
South.
South. Okay.
Towards the last known heading of this vessel that we
Okay.
are pursuing.
Correct.
All right. So you're heading south and downward.
Well, what does the fish finder say?
Nothing yet. Normal little stuff.
May
Nothing in
I
the
ping
distance.
with the sonar?
What was the coordinates that the other ship found? Big scare?
So their last known coordinates are about a mile away from where you are right now.
Okay, well I will suggest to the crew
A
that's where we
nautical
go.
mile.
Yes.
I will cut
Whatever that
the
is.
engines, boys,
Okay.
on silent running mode,
Okay.
and we will ping our radar
Ping pong.
Okay.
to find anything within.
So you guys get down to about the area where the last known, transmission came from. And you're silent running, so you're not making any noise. You're pretty deep, but you're not all the way at the bottom or anything like that. And your sonar does pick up a pretty big blip. And by big, I mean it covers that entire section of your sonar screen.
And it's not a mountain.
No, because it seems to be moving a little bit. It's bigger than a mountain.
That's large.
Yes. You have portholes. You could try looking out, but it's pretty dark down here, so you might not be able to see anything.
We turn on the lights.
I don't know if we. I belay that order, Shun.
Oh,
If it sees us, it might take action.
what
Okay.
makes you think a creature that lives this deep in the ocean would not be able to see in the dark?
Well, it hasn't thrashed us yet.
But turning it on might blind it.
By the way,
It's sensitive to light.
all three of you, roll
Yeah,
me sanity saves.
I'm a captain of a submarine vessel,
Doesn't
sir.
matter.
And
Yes,
I
have
fear
been in the
no
ocean.
creature of the deep. I got a 22.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. You have a headache, but it's not anything you've never dealt with before.
I am also very familiar with the compression sickness. I got rolled 18.
You also are pretty all right, though you are experiencing quite a bit of head pain. It's different from your normal compression sickness, I would say.
Klaus, how are you feeling?
Glass got an 18.
Same thing.
Klaus is strong.
Some of the crew are not doing as well as others. Like, they are clutching their heads in, like, indescribable pain, they say.
Little babies.
Keep it together, men.
And all of you feel,
Everyone calm down, H.P. Lovecraft.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
just-
you can just say ouchie.
you feel very uneasy. Like you're being watched. But all of you
Should
have
we-
this feeling.
Send out the exploratory dolphin.
Do you have a dolphin?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Darwin? Sorry, Marwin?
Marvin.
Yeah, Marvin.
Marwin the dolphin.
Marvin.
Marvin.
It's got a little head cam.
Yes.
Yes, he is a D-class dolphin.
It is very bad.
He did something very nasty to a woman, and he is now a prisoner
Oh, Marvin.
of the SCP organization.
He lived in a
Dolphins are horrible creatures. Actually, they look cute, but they are evil.
They're supposedly the
They don't-
only other altruistic animal other than us, apparently.
They don't
all-
beat
It's a
up
mixed
sharks
bag.
to save
It's
us.
a
They
mixed
beat
bag.
up because they love violence.
Oh, yeah, they just fucking love beating up sharks.
That's
Like,
right.
oh, they think they're so tough, do they? I'm going to beat them to death. They're going to bleed from the inside out.
That's right.
So, I don't think you have a camera that you could strap to a dolphin's head in 1955,
Okay.
53.
We could send a
What
man
do we
out
do,
riding
sir?
a dolphin.
I mean, you could just send a dolphin, but like,
We can't.
How
I don't
are we
speak
gonna
dolphin.
communicate with- how are we
voice
gonna
in head.
communicate with dolphin?
you have a string attached to it. You just talk through it, like
A
those
string and a
cups.
cup.
On the
Yeah,
cup, yeah.
it's got a cup to the
But
back of
it's
its
a
head.
plastic cup, not a paper cup.
can- well, we can-
because we do not want it to dissolve under
Yeah,
the ocean.
exactly,
We
exactly.
can send
got some
Sailor
straws,
Jerry
too.
out there riding the dolphin with a string on a cup, and he can describe through the bell end what's happening.
Yeah, I mean, if the dolphin could speak, you could have like a little radio attached to it, but like,
That's what Sailor Jerry's for.
so you're gonna have someone riding the dolphin
Yes.
with a radio.
Yes.
What's the pressure down here?
It's not so bad. Like a person could survive down here
Sailor
How
Jelly
far
is
is
a
that-
stout.
how
if
far
they
is-
have proper
how
headgear.
Deep
Anyways,
are we? How
you're
deep are we?
you're pretty deep, but you haven't hit that like critical threshold. You're
Deep
definitely
enough
not
not to
too
die.
deep
We're
for a
not
sub.
at a crush depth.
Not quite, no, but
Okay.
it's pretty deep, but it's not that bad.
Send out Jerry.
Send him.
Okay, so he's riding a dolphin, or he's just swimming and holding on to the little.
He's holding
device?
on to the dorsal fin.
He's holding on to
He-
a dolphin. Okay,
And he has a cowboy hat. He goes yippee-ki-yay
okay,
as he rides the dolphin.
Dolphin
under-
fucker.
all right.
Dolphin fucker, do you need help?
Do you need assistance?
Yippee-ki-yay, dolphin fucker.
All right, so he rides a dolphin. Does the dolphin have a headlamp or anything?
Duh.
Okay, just checking. So the dolphin has a headlamp attached to his head. Are you guys like is
Dolph
he on a
lamp head.
tether or anything, or is he just riding free?
He's riding free.
He's on a taser.
Okay, he's on a tether?
He's
Got
on
it.
a 500-meter taser.
Okay,
You think
So
he
he-
won't come back?
so he rides out, and who's going to be my guy on the tether?
The Klaus will get tether.
Oh, Klaus is
Okay. Not Sailor Jerry?
Oh, no, like holding the tether.
He's on the taser. He's not on the dolphin.
Okay.
Oh, what I mean
Sarah
is,
Jerry is on the
yeah,
dolphin.
I mean is anyone playing the person who's out in the ocean right now?
Sailor Jerry.
Sailor, but who's playing Sailor
Well,
Jerry?
hey, I'm Sailor Jerry.
There we go.
There he is.
There's
There he
Sailor
is.
Jerry. All right, Sailor
I'll do
Jerry.
anything that's asked of me.
also an amateur clown.
Yeah. I'm a rodeo clown. I specialize in dolphins. So you
He's got such smooth skin.
Jerry, you ride out into the deep, dark ocean, and oh boy, is it dark. You only can see, I mean, you can't even really see anything that's illuminated
Sanity
by
check.
the light.
Marvin.
But yeah, you ride out. The moment you leave the ship and you start going in the direction of that big thing that's on the sonar anyways,
Keep me safe, Marvin.
roll me a sanity check.
Sailor Jerry got a 15 on the die.
You are feeling real weird right now,
sanities.
Sailor Jerry. You got a lot of head pain, and you're feeling very uneasy right now. But you continue onwards.
I don't like this, Marvin.
Yeah. You're continuing to stay into contact.
Classic dolphin sound.
You nailed it.
However, as you ride forward, you can't remember why you're down here.
I think
Nor can the
I
dolphin.
think Marvin's food bowl is empty.
Neither one of you remember why you're down here, or what are you doing? What's going on? Neither one of you. Have
Well,
any
Marvin, are we here because we're unrequited lovers?
idea. High, low.
Low.
Okay. In your mind, you've formed new memories that you and Marvin have formed this strange love that Marvin, who can communicate effectively, can
I know. I
agree to
understand
this.
Marvin. Yeah.
Yes. And so you have escaped the bounds of what's acceptable from society, and you're swimming down in the ocean to be together. That's the memory that is formed in your
Marvin,
brain.
we're finally free to express ourselves.
High, low.
Hi.
Marvin does not have that same memory.
But I'm caressing Marvin.
Marvin has a very different memory. You don't know what it is,
Marvin does. Marvin's
but
here.
Marvin does.
Marvin.
Hey, Marvin, your memory is
Headphones
that
off.
you have been subjugated by this individual, and he is riding you into war and
I
using
dive.
you. Okay, so you dive. Still continuing forward or just down?
I love you,
the
Marvin.
dolphin?
Give me a high-low, Dennis.
High, low.
Low.
Oh, I rolled 100. I was like, oh, it's low. Oh, never mind. That other number is also a 0. So what? You
got it
are or
wrong.
you aren't? You're just diving down and away, or
Yes.
just going crazy? Okay. Roll me a deck save,
Sailor
Jerry.
Marvin, what are you doing? Come back. Because he rolled a 7.
Okay. You lose hold of Marvin the dolphin, and Marvin just swims off into the nothingness.
What about the tether that's on
It's
us?
attached to you,
Oh.
not to Marvin. You also notice that after about a minute, the light disappears from Marvin,
Uh-oh.
and you feel this really, really unsettling feeling, and your mind is like you don't even know what's real anymore. Like you can't remember your childhood, but like there are other like weird memories that you don't recall ever having before. Like everything's just soup in your brain.
But I gotta find my lover, Marvin.
You don't even remember Marvin. Who's Marvin?
Shit.
You've forgotten everything. You're just down here in the fucking ocean. You
I'm
don't even know.
Waterman now.
Meanwhile, back on the ship, you just hear him talking about his unrequited love for Marvin, and then it sounds like he's just stranded in the ocean.
Oh boy, Klaus does not feel good about any of this. He looks on the fish find, 600s. What's he says?
You see that massive shape moving right in the direction of Jerry, Sailor Jerry. And it's way, way, way bigger than what your sonar can even, like, show.
Ruh-roh.
It takes up more space. Like, it's not even encapsulating the entirety of the sonar because you're the dead center of it. But, like, it's still moving. Like, it looks like it's extending. So it's huge.
It's like the Star Destroyer at the beginning of Star Wars.
Kind of, yeah.
Just keeps going.
What are you guys doing? Sailor Jerry's losing his mind down there.
Klaus, would you like to start pull the crank and bring Sailor Jerry back in?
Sure.
I'm gonna crank off Sailor Jerry.
Great. Roll me a strength check.
Crank him harder, Klaus.
That's a critical fail.
Okay.
I grab for crank and crank break.
You go to crank, and you're cranking it the wrong direction.
Oh,
So it's just loosening it.
I come behind Klaus.
But you're cranking it fast, so you're really
I come
losing it.
behind Klaus. I stand behind him, and my hands slide past his hips and up his arms, and I say, "Let me show you."
Okay.
I will help him so he can roll again.
Okay. Roll again.
14.
You like, oh, I was turning the wrong direction. So you're turning it, but you're having a lot of friction.
Well, yeah, he's in water.
Yes.
So.
Friction is, you like a little bit of friction. It is what makes the magic happen.
Jerry, you can't help but notice that there is even though it's very dark down here, you still see a shape in the darkness moving towards you. And you are, roll me a sanity check with disadvantage.
Well, that crit 20's right out. How's a 3?
You are freaking right the fuck out, man. And you see the shimmer of 2 large globular eyes, and just like what appears to be just the ever so just subtle shine of some teeth as this thing moves in a serpentine pattern towards you. And before
I don't like sea snakes.
Yeah, before you realize it, you notice that that little slight shimmer has opened very wide, and you are staring down the gullet of an absolute gargantuan creature.
I thrash about wildly trying to get away.
Yeah, and it just chomps down and eats you.
Poor Jerry.
You guys on
Does the
sonar.
line-
The line goes taut, like really taut, like doesn't move, and then it gets very loose.
Crit 20 to reel it back in.
Yeah, you reel it back in, it's just frayed on the
great.
end.
Everything fine now.
Frayed on the ends and bloody. There's also like a strange kind of black goo on the very end of it, a little bit. But you notice that on the sonar, that big shape has moved back and away.
Shh, we told Jerry not to put the taser up his butthole, but he did again.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, I think that this creature is beyond any of us. Shall we fire torpedoes or shall we slink away slowly?
I believe our instructions are to contain.
Or figure out
I
what it
think
is in the first place.
I would like to go closer, no? We should go closer. It seems to come out a bit and then go back in.
Yeah. It has receded. So
Like the captain's hairline, we should get closer, yeah?
We shall advance slowly on silent mode.
okay. Are any of you looking out the windows as you advance?
Yes.
What you mean portholes?
Portholes, sorry. So on your sonar, the large thing has receded way back, like further away than it was to begin with, and looks like it's just sitting still, not moving at all. But as you proceed down through where Sailor Jerry was, it's this cloud of this really thick, almost gray-like mucus that you're like just driving through. And then eventually you go through the cloud and you head on down further. And on sonar, as more and more, as you get closer to it, again, doesn't appear to be moving anyways, but it's massive, absolutely massive on the sonar, like the biggest thing you've ever seen. Now you could also activate lights and you could look out the portholes or whatever.
Seems like a terrible idea.
But again, no movement. You've gotten closer to it than what was even the broadcast of those people that died. So you've gotten even closer than that. But
The last time someone turned on a light here, it killed them. But we're not going crazy as we get closer.
Oh, you continue to have that really uneasy feel in your head,
Some of the crew members?
and like some of your memories are getting a bit foggy, but you haven't totally lost your minds or anything.
I
like
logged
that.
this all in my captain's log.
Okay.
Captain's log. My brain's getting a little fuzzy as we grow closer to the gargantuan creature.
Sometimes you can't remember why you're down here. Sometimes
Why am I talking into this shtick?
you you're not sure what's real or not. What are actual memories and what are fake memories?
Am I a bear running through the woods?
Could be.
Is there a forest growing out of my palm?
Yeah, you don't know. And some of the native members of the ship, like people who are from the Indian region, anyways, there's certain whispers amongst those crew about what they think is down here.
What's that?
Well, the
say.
rumor that's going on, they think it's Anatasesha, which is the serpent god who's underneath Vishnu in the cosmos. And they say
obviously that is absurd.
so that's what they think. I mean, you have a giant creature down here, so who knows? Could be a god. You don't know.
Well, how does Anatasheshnu feel about nuclear warheads?
Probably doesn't like it. Not that you have a nuclear warhead on here.
I said I had torpedoes.
You had torpedoes, and I said they were decommissioned because they gave you a decommissioned sub.
And I said I had live torpedoes.
Yeah, you said that,
Yes.
and I told you you don't. Now, you could try to engineer them back to life, but... Oh, my God, I'm an idiot. What am I doing?
I'm sorry.
Fucking Yoshi's laying here the whole time. I don't have Yoshi Cam on. Anyways. So, yeah, how would you like to proceed? Continue to move closer to the thing? There's
Well,
like a
let's
trail of this, like, gray, cloudy stuff going all the way
Well,
down to...
The
by
black gloops that we got from the line, can I run tests on it and see what it is?
So... Yeah, well, so are you, like, how are you running, like, what kind of tests are you running on this goo?
Well, I'm not going to touch with hands, but what is it? Maybe put it in a petri dish and look under a
Microscope?
So, it definitely, so you're not even quite sure how to categorize this stuff. It's definitely a naturally occurring substance, it seems like, but...
Is it moving?
It's organic.
It's not moving or anything like that. It's like a gray, almost outside of the water. It's like a gray jelly almost.
Is it
But yeah, just looking
caviar?
at it, it looks like it's natural. Doesn't seem like it's moving.
But
or
it's not like an
alive
egg or
anything.
anything.
No, it doesn't seem like it's got
Does
eggs
it?
in it.
I'm very familiar with money forms.
Is it
of,
money? No, it's not money.
I'm
Many.
very familiar with many forms of life in the ocean. It is like a second home to me,
Okay.
and I would like to apply my extensive knowledge to see if I can determine exactly what this is.
Is it whale semen?
Roll a nature check with advantage.
I will do that.
Class says it doesn't taste like whale Siemens.
Did he eat it?
No, I'm
20.
not that dumb.
Okay.
When
So, being a marine biologist, you are familiar that, certain ocean creatures do secrete certain substances, either from a defensive standpoint or sometimes it's just an excretion. This material did not appear to be there when Jerry went down there. So your guess is that the creature excreted this after consuming Jerry. So you're not sure
this
what
is shit.
what it is exactly. It doesn't have the properties of fecal matter, so you don't think that's what it is.
I'm going to designate it with a random word. Let's call it ambrosia.
Why would you?
Sure.
I mean,
Someone else designates it
The
with
Gotch?
something more official. If I figure
Oh,
it
yeah?
out.
What do they call it then?
It's a great idea. Where fucking
the gods ate ambrosia. Are you not
they
a
mark
god?
it as Y909.
Y909.
Yep, that's the scientific designation that they give it. The SCP folks. Anyways,
Are we in contact
Y909.
with them?
These fucking.
I mean, you just have
nerds.
members on the boat.
Ah, yes. SCP members. Do you think we should feed this to someone? Perhaps a prisoner in the brig?
You don't have a prisoner.
I will
No.
soon.
It's not a prison boat.
No, we shouldn't eat that.
Should we put it on someone's face?
We shouldn't use it as any sort of cosmetic, food, lubricant, personal lubricant, prophylactic. I just wouldn't let it come in contact with the human body.
Okay.
We can take some back later to
Okay.
Site 1
Sure.
and maybe play around with it,
Okay.
you like mercury out
put
of
it
a
in-
thermometer
Put
in
it
our
into a
palms.
container.
But
Sure.
right now, no.
Okay.
Is it burning through the
No.
petri dish or
Does
anything?
not seem to be acidic in any way, shape, or form.
All right. Well, when our divers got close, they kind of lost their minds and forgot what they were doing. And sometimes, while I'm taking this, who am I and why am I chalking into this box? Site representative, do you think this could be a good source for making spaghetti juice for when people see things that they shouldn't?
I'm not exactly sure what your fascination with using this as something to put inside your body is. I don't know why you want to do that.
Well, we could shell spaghetti to the
Spaghetti.
Are you some sort of fucking sick, twisted, perverted entrepreneur? What is going on here?
Well, I think his whole point is maybe we can use the prisoners to feed to this monster and get more gloops out of them. So
Yeah,
then
I
turn-
feel like I'm losing my goddamn mind. Sailor Jerry is dead, and all y'all are talking about is selling his shit as fucking spaghetti sauce.
I think
I'm losing my mind.
He's got
Fresh-
sea madness.
Lieutenant, throw this man in the brig.
By the way, I forget. Did you say at the like? Did you have a name for your sub? If not, there is a name that we could use.
K69.
Official.
Yes.
No, it's the Aramita.
I am the captain of the Aramita,
Aramita.
and I say, throw this heretic in the brig
I would go
and
with
feed him some
K69.
spaghetti.
It's what
The widow fucker.
All right. So, are you continuing to get closer to observe
I
this
think,
thing?
yeah, let's get closer and see.
Okay.
Yeah.
You continue to
Get-
move the sub
No one
closer.
that
obeying
man
my
ready.
orders?
Oh, I gripped the man up and put him in the brigs.
The SCP guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, you
No,
lock
I'm
him.
not gonna rough him up or anything like
Sure.
that. Just,
So you lock
put
him up.
in the- Yep.
Okay.
He's got sea madness.
Now feed him the
sea man.
spaghetti.
Do you want to feed him the spaghetti?
No.
You will not feed me that fucking spaghetti.
But I'm going to leave the petri dish open right next to the captain
Okay, it's just open.
and walk away.
So I have
All
to
right.
do everything around here myself.
What are you doing?
I guess we'll get closer,
Okay.
but I'm pretty sure I know what we need to do.
All right. So you move closer still. Now,
Did we-
at this point, you are only a few hundred yards away from whatever this thing is. If you were to turn on the lights, you could definitely see what it is. But otherwise, it's pretty dark down here, so you can't just see it
All right.
by looking out the portholes.
Everybody on 3, we're going to flash the lights for a second and then turn them off.
Everyone look at as much as you can in that second.
Take a photograph if you can.
I am ready. Klaus, are you on the camera?
Klaus has 2 cameras set up.
I'm going to put this spaghetti sample in a floating basket balloon. So when the sub gets destroyed, it goes to the surface and sends
Got
a
it.
ping because this is valuable stuff right here.
You know what's funny? In the actual case file, that's what happened. They put it on a little balloon.
I'm
It floats
fucking
up to the
smart.
sun.
That's what
Anyways,
happened.
So, all right. So you're gonna hit the lights. So
Off, on, and then off.
you're gonna hit the lights in 3, 2, 1, and that's where we're taking a
God
break.
damn it.
And we're back. All right. So the lights went on for a second, and then came back. So perception check. Out. All of you are lined up
With
along
advantage
the
because we're
portholes.
waiting for it.
You have a second. I'm not giving you advantage.
We'll roll for the crew, too.
There's not that many portholes. It's not like 30 of them.
16.
Okay.
The captain also got a 16
Okay.
because I'm looking
20.
through the periscope.
Okay. Periscope. That's not gonna do any good.
On a
Klaus
fucking
got the
submarine.
swannies.
Yeah, it's on the top.
Yes, and I can look the way that the fucking lights are shining.
Okay.
It's the periscope is for outside water use, not inside
Yeah, I
water
don't think-
use.
Yeah, no, I don't think you're supposed to use it underwater.
No, you're not supposed to use it underwater. So. I
I
mean, you're the captain. I don't want to tell you how to run your ships.
So,
Klaus got the 20s.
in that brief moment, it looks like a coiled up. The closest thing that you could compare it to, when the lights flash on, you are looking right in the face of a giant, and by giant I mean gargantuan,
It's huge.
moray eel.
That's a moray.
Like, it is huge, and it is looking right at your sub.
I
And
don't
in
like
that
it.
split second that you look at it, all of you forget a lot of things in your life. And that headache has just gotten so painful.
I suddenly believe I'm a good person again.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, you've forgotten a lot of what you're doing down here.
How much?
Roll me sanity.
Sanity, you say. Well,
Oh,
Shanity's
shit.
my middle name. I, the captain, got a 7.
You have no idea what you're doing down here. What
Do
even
I-
happened? Like
Do
a
I remember
second
that I'm
ago?
the captain?
Yeah, you remember the captain. You don't have any short-term memory, like of the last 12 hours.
Holy fucking shit.
Yeah.
I'm on a mission. I must have blacked out again.
Who are you?
I'm the captain.
Got a 9.
The captain of what? Not of my heart.
Yeah, you guys still remember who you are, but you don't remember why you're down here or what you're doing.
Oh, I still remember that I am SCP man.
Yes.
And all this stuff.
Yeah. Like I said, the last 12 hours are real fuzzy.
The last 12 hours. Oh, hey, you say this with your mouth. I not listen.
I did
Do I have my tape recorder in hand?
You had a tape
Tape
recorder? You
recorder.
didn't
I've
mention
been
it.
keeping a captain's log, I've been saying.
I thought you were writing it down.
I thought you were writing it down. As
Even
well.
better. I go back over my captain's log for the
Okay.
past 12 hours.
So it looks like you sent some guy named Sailor Jerry out there. He died. There's this black jelly that you really want to feed to somebody, but no one will let you feed it to him.
Makes you forget things.
You call it Forgetty Spaghetti.
Spaghetti Spaghetti. That's a good name.
Yep. And then you guys got down close to the creature, or you were heading that way, and that was the last note you wrote because you didn't write it down what you saw before you forgot.
Holy shit. This is a gold mine.
But yeah.
The Foundation, do you know what they could do with this? We could contain things, and life could go back to the way it was before.
On the sonar, it looks like whatever's down there is starting to move towards the boat.
I'm going to load we're going to take more samples of this goo and fire the torpedoes to the surface.
Yes.
And
Okay.
it's every man for himself because we're about to get destroyed by a giant more thing.
More thing.
Moron.
I forgot it. We didn't
moron.
know what it was.
Klaus,
I am Klaus.
while the captain loses his mind completely, we will sneak off to the man torpedo.
And
make
kiss.
That's right.
And make love.
We must strip down because it is very hot in there, and there's no. There it is very tight, so we must
Very
oil
tight, very
oil up
hot.
our bodies so
Yes,
that we can
yes.
fit together.
I've
you're
got
gonna-
1,000 bottles of baby oil I can use.
That's right.
So you're launching yourselves in the torpedo tubes?
It's
they-
a man. It's a man.
have a manned torpedo.
Yes.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So you're putting
Yeah.
on your wetsuits.
And
or
I'm
whatever.
sending the sample to the surface for the SCP
No, we are
Foundation.
putting on our. Yes, our suit is very wet because
Sure.
it is made of baby oil.
Sure.
It's Johnson and Johnson manufactured.
Okay.
Patriotic.
Is the captain trying to drive away from, or sail, or
Yes,
whatever you want to call
and
it,
I'm-
and the submarines do, but
Yes.
move away?
Turning around,
Okay. Full
emptying the
full
ballast
speed?
tanks to go to the surface.
Okay, so you take off as
Or
fast as
fully,
possible.
yes, emptying them.
This thing
We're going
moves.
to get the bins.
Yeah, this thing moves surprisingly fast for how big it is. But the ship is, full power, going as fast as it can. Are you still launching the people tubes towards the surface? while
Well,
this is
yes, and also I'm shooting the tubes at the creature in self-defense.
So I would
This
like
was
to
the
remind you.
plan. We will get unprecedented footage from inside the creature. Klaus is recording.
I've got my camera ready.
How is
right.
it getting sent back?
And
I've got
we
a
will
balloon.
come out the other
'Cause I-
end. We will go through.
Oh,
its
you're gonna go the
inside
whole way
digestive
through.
tract.
Got
Yes,
it.
correct.
Remember, 'cause
we have
Okay.
we can eat the baby oil
Okay.
if need be. It's,
So you're launching the Jacques Cousteau characters
Oh,
at the
many
eel.
Well, I didn't know they went into the torpedo
calories
tube.
in baby oil.
The voice
They
ahead.
they did
Yes.
say they snuck off, to be fair.
I am covered head to toe in baby oil.
Yeah,
An
I
epicac.
go, I go right through from mouth to ass,
sure.
filming the entire way.
Yeah, sure.
On openfoodfacts.org, there is a food entry for Johnson's baby oil.
Ugh.
100 milliliters. It does not have any information. God damn it. I
Yeah,
want
when
to
you
know how many
said you were
calories.
manning torpedoes, I figured it was to escape to the surface, not fly towards the creature. But okay,
Well, so
Oh, we are crazy Europeans.
that's fair.
So
All right, so you're launching backwards as the sub tries to escape.
that's right.
Okay.
so the captain's thought was that he was shooting torpedoes at the creature to make their escape.
Yeah, you thought that, but instead it's 2 Frenchmen that you're firing at the.
One
Klaus is
Frenchman,
Klaus.
he's
German.
He's Austrian.
I am Germans.
Okay.
Oh, he's German, which is
I'm
like
European.
everything.
West Austria.
Sure. You're shooting 2 weirdos towards Critter. Okay.
We are aqua photographers.
Aqua Velva, got it. So you guys fire off into the water towards the Critter. And you see it pretty clearly because your manned submersibles have lights. Your camera has a light on it or whatever. You see this absolute fucking massive moray eel coming right at you. Do an intelligence check.
Cool.
Do an intelligence check.
15.
Or perception. What'd you do?
Or perception.
Perception is 18.
Okay.
Klaus has critically failed.
He's, yeah,
Klaus has closed his eyes and is just riding it out.
Klaus has a fear of the waters.
Great. It's good. You're definitely not surrounded by it. As far as you could tell, it looks like the head of this thing's about 2.5 meters in diameter. And the body, based on what you could just see from the faint light, is somewhere, and you're not even 100% sure on this, but you're going to guess,
It's all coily.
between 600 to 900 kilometers long.
Wow.
I hope you like baby oil, Klaus. This will be a long journey.
Yeah. So, you immediately start to forget stuff, and that head pain is pounding, and you're starting to lose your minds a little bit. Roll me sanity saves.
Forgotten the taste of bread.
I rolled another 4.
19.
So Klaus is actually okay. He's closed his eyes. That's why he doesn't feel it quite as
Nothing
badly.
can hurt me with me
Yep.
eyes closed.
But meanwhile, this fucking Brock too slow. You are losing your shit right now. You are misremembering many things. You are forgetting a lot of things, and you're hearing voices in your head as this moray eel is moving towards you, and its mouth is opening to swallow you whole. You guys just travel right down his gullet. Is that what I'm getting?
You
I
could
think
try to
that's
steer.
what's the plan.
They
yeah.
could steer the torpedo. It's a manned torpedo.
Now, Too Slow has forgotten this plan, so he just is. It's like he's waking up in the water and he freaks out. Like, because you rolled pretty low for sanity. So you just start freaking out. You let go of your submersible and you're just freaking out in the
But
water.
Klaus could escape.
Well, Klaus apparently has the camera and he's just going right down the throat of this thing, right?
Well, if I don't forget my plan, no, I will probably. There's no way to save Brock too slow.
No, both of you are definitely
Left him
getting
well
swallowed.
behind.
Yeah.
Could I somehow connect the camera to the torpedo and then send it up?
Give me a strength check or a sleight of hand or dex check or something.
It's a
That's
finesse
an 18
torpedo.
on the die.
Yeah.
Okay. So you sort of like flip yourself around and just push the torpedo away from you so that it goes back towards the submarine as
I went to the surface.
That's what I mean. I mean, he's
is also
also
going
going
to
to
the
the
surface.
surface. So
Okay.
like that general direction. As the moray eel's jaws close around you and Brock too slow.
Is the camera connected to the torpedo?
Yes.
Okay.
I figured it was just
Rip
latched on the
Klaus,
front of
Klaus
it.
and Brock.
So yeah, so
Klaus is fine. Klaus is fine. Klaus is comfortable.
yeah, she's very
Klaus is happy in tights.
He's comfortable in hell. So yeah, those two get eaten, and you guys go back to the surface. And you breach the surface, and you're now on the top of the water. The sonar has shown the creature has gone way back.
Yeah, he doesn't like
went-
the light.
It went way back. It was pursuing, it stopped, and then it turned around and went back.
It
Not
got
like
what it
quickly.
wanted.
It also didn't get that close to the lights. So,
Yes.
meh.
I call it in to the Foundation,
Okay.
and I tell them all about the wonders of this 900-kilometer creature.
Okay. They are fascinated, and they send out more crews.
And that it's got memory loss qualities that might be able to be harvested for field use.
And you have a sample of this for
And I have a
David
sample
Spaghetti.
of it and a prisoner in my brig that I could test it on.
The prisoner in the brig is a member of the SCP Foundation.
We are far away from any kind of
Let
land
me
law.
out of here.
You
All
just
I did
called
was
them,
voice
though.
opposition to some weird pyramid scheme sales of forget goo.
Okay. So let's say our researchers get a hold of this forgetty spaghetti, as he calls it. How would you like to experiment with it?
Well, is there any way to maybe take apart the chemical balance and remake it?
Roll me a medicine or an engineering check.
Well, you want to put it in a fucking particle accelerator?
That's a critical 20.
Wow. So you can recognize...
I'm a doctor, for fuck's sakes.
So, like, all of your peers can't recognize anything at all that's similar, like, recognizable to try and recreate something.
Put it in a centrifuge?
You actually recognize a few substances, but you still can't recreate this goo.
What are some of the substances that I recognize?
Sulfur dioxide,
Oh.
Franklinidine?
franklinidine,
Oh.
germanistanidine.
No, you can only get that down in Tijuana.
Yep.
Sodium benzoate to protect taste.
Yes, exactly. So you recognize those things. But, those things by themselves put together, not enough to really cause any sort of potent chemical compound. So this seems like the only way to get this particular substance. You can't recreate it. You have to get it from the source.
We got to get it from the
Not
fucking
that you've
eel.
tested it, so you don't even know what it does.
Well,
but
what if we give it to some of those fucking crazy Bubbles the Clown children?
you could try. I assume you still have some of them in custody.
Yeah,
somewhere.
it could be the
We
best thing that
still
ever
have
happened
all
to
of
him.
custody.
Yeah. Fucking Timmy. I made you some pudding, Timmy.
I want flesh pudding. Is it made
Yeah,
of flesh?
It's made out
Give
of the...
me your flesh. I want to carve it off of your fat goat body.
Yeah, I made this gelatin out of the blood of Frankenstein over here.
Agent Manicotti, perhaps you would like to allow a doctor to administer this.
Fucking, okay. Yeah, fuck you. Go ahead.
Okay. Holy shits. I'm sorry. You have never given an intravenous injection before, correct?
I was just going to fucking feed it to him.
You were just going to feed
Yeah,
it to
here comes
him.
the fucking airplane.
You were going to just feed it to him.
Sure. I don't know. I'm not a fucking doctor.
Well, it's jelly,
Okay,
so
what if you're
it might
going to-
not work to inject it into the bloodstream.
Oh, obviously you are not as adventurous as I'm not French anymore.
I was like, I don't know. It's just-
Obviously you're not as adventurous as the Germans. We inject jelly all the time.
okay.
I cannot break
A
away from
hot
French.
jelly injection.
It's hard to do two fucking accents in one
God damn it.
episode.
Yeah.
And I'm not good at either of them. So
At least it wasn't that Irish Japanese accent, so it's fine.
you were the only person that was like,
You were the only one who
it was
thought
just
that.
you.
fine.
That was just you.
I was like, I can't tell what this is at first,
I was clearly Liam Neeson.
and then it
I
cleared.
fucking take like a
Liam
milligram.
Neeson,
That's right.
the newest car.
Fucking take a milligram of this shit and feed it to Timmy.
Yeah, go.
All right.
Well, if you're going to, God, you know what? I have to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
I slapped this fucking doctor. You're German, goddammit. You're German.
Yeah, get out of here, you weirdo. Tommy, feed him the goop.
All right. So he's restrained, so he can't really do anything.
Yeah.
So
Take a
you
little fucking eyedropper
Yeah.
in his little gullet.
so you force him to eat some of this goop, and he immediately forget. Like, how much did you put in?
An eyedropper, like two drops.
2
5
drops.
milligrams.
He forgets everything that happened that day.
Huh.
Does not remember anything at all.
But he's still a fucking little weirdo.
Well, yeah, because this happened earlier than a day.
All right, so how long has it been?
Oh, it's at this point it's been a week.
All right, so if 2 drops gives him a day, a fucking, I don't know, 10, 14, I don't know, 16 drops. See what happens.
So you put 16 drops in, and he forgets about 16 days worth of time, and he seems to be a lot less murdery. But he's wondering where his parents are.
Timmy?
Yeah. Why? Where am I? Who are you?
You're at summer camp.
You're at fat camp,
Why
you
am I
fat little
tied
shit.
up? I'm not fat.
You were fat, now you're
Yeah,
not anymore.
welcome.
You're
cured.
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 Did you restrain me from eating? Is that why I'm in a straitjacket?
Now, Timmy,
Yeah.
how do you feel when I say Bubbles fucking the clown? What's it fucking called?
Bobbles.
When I say the
Bobble,
name
technically.
Bobbles the clown.
I like clowns. Clowns are cool.
And how do you feel about knives?
They're dangerous. My mom tells me that I shouldn't. You don't run with knives. They'll stab you.
All right, I'm gonna
cut yourself and you'll die.
gonna
Scary.
hesitantly let's leave him under observation for a couple days to see if it wears off.
Okay. It doesn't seem to wear off.
All right.
It's pretty potent.
Yeah.
This fucking spaghetti. Like it may be a little too potent raw. Like it's too effective.
You could dilute it.
raw. Yeah,
Yeah.
you could probably. So like actually some of the other members of the SCP who have been working on their version of a forgetty spaghetti, they're finding implementing this into their concoctions that they've already come up with, allow them to come up with different intensities of
Yeah, you're fucking welcome.
amnestics. So like, could be an hour, could be a day, could be a week, month, to basically like a pure batch. It's like a lifetime.
Well-
But you would need a lot more of this forgetty spaghetti.
Well, we know where to get it.
yeah.
All these murder children, I cure them with this spaghetti so they don't remember or they're not fucking crazy no
Yeah,
more.
they're all asking where their parents are. And like when they get to go home from summer camp.
Well, that's a great news. We've got orphanages all over America for them to tour around.
Orphanages, I have parents. Like,
Now
I'm
you,
not talking to
No,
you,
you
child.
don't.
send me home.
all your parents died in a fucking plane
Car
crash
crash.
together.
Yeah, because you were too fat,
Yeah.
and you crashed the plane.
I was so fat the plane crashed.
That's
Yeah.
right.
How did I
right.
survive?
Because
you're fat.
a
The
roly
fat
poly
cushion
boy.
the blow.
Yeah.
So that sounds like the fat protected me. So I want to be fat.
Well, we got rid of it for you.
Sounds like a real double-edged sword.
Well,
Yep.
But luckily,
Sorry.
Life is
the
complicated.
Double-edged lord.
no, don't try to stretch it out, son.
Okay.
luckily the burger joint down. God, it's burger. Fucking look.
Burgermeister.
I'm from New Zealand for a second.
Burgermeister Macaroni.
Child labor is fucking cool, and you'll be fine.
What? You
So
got-
how... Okay, shut up. We're away from the children now. The parents are
I'm
talking.
still here.
Put them to work.
The parents are talking. They're dead.
So how do you think we should harvest some of this goops?
Well, we fucking know that when someone gets close to it, it emits a cloud, right?
That's not
So,
how
like-
the report puts it.
The report says that when somebody is
Well, someone's eating.
Yes.
eaten,
Yeah.
quote unquote, sacrificed to
When,
the
when something's eaten,
mo-
it
the
excretes a big
healing.
cloud of goo.
All right, so we find people who are to be executed, and we just send them down there, and then we harvest the goo.
Thank God for Texas.
Yeah.
So you institute this, and the researchers working on it call it the ATSAC protocol. And so according to their findings, their research anyways, and they still have to be very careful because getting close to this thing will still fuck with your brain, and they have to monitor all the staff to make sure that they don't go crazy just from overexposure. Some of the scientists literally bash their head against the portholes trying to get out of the water.
Well,
'cause
like
Gotta
maybe,
break a couple eggs.
Sure.
Well, hold on. Couldn't we just have a boat and then lower like a D class down in
Like
a
in a cage,
submarine suit?
in a shark cage,
Yeah, but you still got to get the goo.
and
That's fair.
with a bucket, and we
Yeah.
just like
With a
take
bucket.
we take
In
people from
water.
from the Nuremberg trials straight to the fucking shark cage,
Gotcha.
and
Well-
then we send them down.
So you find that when this creature eats like a certain amount of food, according to your findings, like 3D class,
Yeah.
it becomes very docile
Okay,
for about 2.5 hours.
it's fucking full.
So it doesn't and it just sits there and it excretes this stuff out of its head.
Mm-hmm.
But it does not seem to try to attack any of the people coming to get the goo if
Ah.
it's within that two and
There
a
we
half
go.
hour window.
So
2
we
to 2.5
get a real
hour.
tummy full, and then we fucking excrete.
Yeah.
Harvest.
Yeah. So this seems like basically an unlimited, depending on your definition of how many people you have at your disposal.
Ethics committee.
unlimited. They're like, well, you're sending these D class, as we've designated them, which are death row inmates.
Is that what the D stands for? Death row?
Yeah. Yeah, or disposable.
That's
it
a
really
great
depends.
thing. Disposable class.
Disposable class.
Wouldn't
is
that just be the middle class as the disposable class?
No, the middle
Anyway,
class
keep
is really
going, keep
strong right
going.
now. So the ethics committee's fine with it because you're basically sending people who are on death row down there, and then by sacrificing them to this creature, you're getting this goo, which then helps other people, like the murder children. Although they still don't have parents or anything, but at least they're not psychopaths.
Yeah, that's a win.
Or anything like that. So yeah. So you've done this with this creature. Is there anything else you want to do or try, or are you good with designating this and just continuing with this protocol on a regular basis?
Does the type of person we send have any kind of difference?
No, it doesn't seem to.
All right.
It's just a matter of like once it eats enough, after it eats any amount, it starts to excrete goo. But like I said, yeah, you just kind of have to be careful.
What if he eats a cow?
Well, getting a cow down into the ocean is a tough time.
I want to fucking know.
Well, we can do that test later.
Roll animal handling.
Well, you can't just fucking trank a cow and put it on a goddamn U-boat.
So you just...
I'm not doing it.
No, roll me animal handling.
I got a 7.
Yeah, you got to train it to work the little submarine.
You
Cow submarine.
you go down in this submarine with this cow.
I fucking don't do shit.
No, it's you. This is your personal
just an
venture.
idea.
You're doing it. So you're trying to figure out a way. How do I get this cow down here? So you strap torpedoes to it and you launch it. It just doesn't work.
Yeah.
The torpedoes go wicky walkie. It's just like it just doesn't
I don't know what the fuck I'm
seem
doing.
to. You don't know what you're doing. Is your big problem? How do I get cow through water? Like you try it with a awake cow, doesn't work. Cow freaks out. Try it with sleepy cow, still doesn't really work because you don't have the right propulsion system to send a cow at it.
Fuck this shit.
Hey, Tommy, what about a manatee? It's like a cow of the
That's
sea.
a sea cow. Yeah.
That's right.
The ethics committee says no.
They're too.
Oh,
they're
man.
too fucking cute.
That's right. They're
They're not
adorable.
endangered yet.
They're also.
Not
It doesn't
yet.
matter. They're adorable.
All right, fucking get me out of this fucking place.
What are you going to do with all these cows now?
Fucking barbecue.
Okay. All right. So you spend an inordinate amount of time trying to make the cow thing work. I mean,
It's a solid question.
you have a whole herd of cows on this fucking submarine. There's more cows than staff at this point, and you're just going through all these experiments, but you just can't make it work because you aren't a scientist, I don't think. And
Nah, I'm
you
a
also,
fucking investigator.
Yeah.
I'm a criminal profiler.
Sure. So you have no idea how to make this work. You're just like, I don't know, fucking strap rockets to these cows or something. I don't fucking know. It's a cow. But you spend weeks, and eventually you just kind of give up and go back to the
I
base.
gave up after the first fucking cow. Come on. Let's
Nah,
be real.
I want to make it more humiliating. You spend weeks trying to make it work, and you just can't. So then they just have to take the cows back to India, basically. Because they're like, I don't know what to do with these fucking cows.
Well, hold on. We were taking cows from India? We were taking their sacred cows?
No, you
From
took
India?
other cows, but they're like, we don't feel like transporting them all back to where they came from.
Okay,
So just
that's fair.
drop them off on India. It's fine. They like cows.
Okay. I thought we were going to have to use this forget-me-goo on all of India.
The whole population.
That's
None
right.
of those cows. But yeah, so the SCP designates this one as SCP-3000, otherwise known as Anatasesha. And with that, we're going to call it. So thanks so much for tuning in. Check us out next time.
SCP Andre 3000.
Andre 3000.
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, TikTok, Reddit, and Twitch at Botched Podcast. This episode of Botched was brought to you by the Patreon producers, Big Jim, The Nuck Lord, Chronic Skinnerd, B-Mel, Disgruntled Furniture, Chris Wisdom, Shinigami, Lost Limey, Jay Squeezy, and Old Scabby Goose. Support us on our favorite websites, freedomvalleyhorsepace.com, dickblood.club, buytheseviagra.com, louisianapocketgopher.com, damnyoudennis.com, meepcreeps.com, partymormons.com, chongogrande.com, chugyourmilk.com, daddydennis.com, raoulsmovingcastle.com, or simply patreon.com/botchpodcast. Thank you to Tal Shi and the Mob Squad keeping our Discord running and safe. The Discord is now free to the public. That is tiny.cc/botchdiscord, all lowercase, and get in there and hang out with everybody. You want to support the show but can't do it financially? Head on over to iTunes, Spotify, wherever you get this show, and leave us a 5-star review. Thank you to Gozer, featuring Lonnie from the Forensic Polaroids. Check out both those bands over on Spotify. Thank you to Swan for album art. You can find her all over the internet at a swan named Emily. Send something to the show. You can do so at P.O. Box 3178, Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, 17325. We'll open it up here on stream. And as always,
As you coat your Austrian assistant in baby oil and ride a torpedo towards a 900-kilometer moray eel, scream botched, and we'll hear you.
we'll see you next week, nerds. Oh, man.
Philip,
We made it.
I have,
Yeah.
We did it.
We did it.
I have two discrepancies, but I don't remember one.
Okay.
Shouldn't it be Mod Squad, not Mob Squad?
Mod Squad.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, Mod Squad.
Good job.
That's what I have written down. and that's what I've been saying.
MAUD. Maud.
Mod.
The
Okay.
Maud
Maud.
Squad.
Sounds like
From
you've
that
been saying
TV
mob.
show.
I'm sorry, I have COVID.
Well,
Talk clearer.
All I'm hearing
Enunciate.
are excuses.
Yeah.
What was the other one you wanted to bitch at me about?
I don't remember.
Okay. Sorry, sir, you're too sweaty.
Wasn't it? Isn't it Chug Yo Milk or is it Chug Your Milk?
Oh,
It's Yo Milk, I think.
It's
it is
Chug
Chug
Yo
Yo.
Milk.
Yeah.
Like Y-O?
Why
Yes.
Chug Yo Milk?
Yeah, Chug
Okay.
Yo Milk.
Okay.
What did I say?
You've been
chug your milk.
You've said Chug
did
Your
I say
Milk
Chug
twice.
Your Milk?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I'm
You have
sorry.
COVID.
You know
You have
what?
COVID.
I'll
You're
work on
sleepy.
it.
You're sleepy.
Be better. Yeah, you're a sleepy little guy. Do better.
You know what it is? I don't have any alcohol inside my system, so
I can't
That's
read
on
good.
me.
Yeah.
Your memories work
all I
better
got.
when they're inebriated.
I just trying to nitpick at the guy who's sick.
that's fine. That's fine. I could have canceled, but I said I could do this. So
You did great.
I
Dennis
will
only
do
did
better
one.
next time.
Dennis only did one when he had COVID, and you did two.
He
so
didn't
you
even
won.
do one. We took off when he had COVID.
No, we
Oh, did
moved
he?
it to
No, we
Thursday.
did one. We did one.
Yeah, we did. We had to wait till Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we had to do it
And you
late
did yours
for some reason.
early, and
Oh,
you did
'cause-
two.
Yeah.
So you like
Yeah,
one
yeah.
one times two.
I have to wear a mask around my own house. So
Yeah.
Whoever does chug yo milk, it is a bad link.
okay, so it's dead.
It's dead.
That shit's dead.
Is it Chug Your Milk?
It is chug yo milk, and it is dead.
Okay.
Rip? Recently dead because Phil just did this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just did those around DragonCon, so I will take it out. There you go. There you go. It's fixed, Tristan.
Nailed it.
I was just
I don't
congratulating.
know if it
Chug Yo Milk just worked for me.
really. It
he-
gave me a not secure file not found.
No, it just worked for me.
Oh, fuck me. Okay, cool.
Dennis, why don't you people in chat? Thank you.
Dennis,
Yeah, it works for me too.
why don't you thank everybody here in chat?
Thank you to Nightbot. Thank you to Cuppa Tiefling. Cuppa Tiefling? Cuppa Tiefling.
Cup of
I love
tiefling.
that
It's a
name.
joke. Yeah.
Dalek
good.
4. Hazard 5040. Landon Arts. Shanro. Shinigami SPQR.
I was gonna send you a message, Landon, but then I got COVID, so I will hit you back once my brain's a little less scrambly. But I have an idea, and I got to get it to you. What's going over there on the YouTubes, Mr. Steve?
Hey, thanks again for stopping in, Love Splooge. We love you. We love you.
the way it was spelled, it's love to splug.
Look,
Well, you're just on a bitch
That's
fest
probably
tonight, aren't
taken.
you,
gigantic son of a
motherfucker?
bitch. That's my job. That's my bit, sir. And I am supposed to be wrong when I do it.
Look it up. Don't look it up.
You're doing the joke wrong.
Where are you going to be this weekend? Oh, no. You're going on
Vacation.
vacation. That's right.
I'm going to be on vacation.
Congratulations,
All right.
Dennis.
Thanks.
Good to
My
hear,
one and
Denny.
only.
You go on vacation and you have fun. What's your next con, though?
Monster Mania, Maryland in Baltimore.
Okay. When's that?
Believe it's October 10th or the
All right.
3rd.
You,
I forget.
you live in the area that you can get there. Why don't you check out Dennis out at Monster Mania in Baltimore?
Monster Mania.
Tristan,
Um,
when's your show coming out?
After my birthday, sometime for sure.
Okay. And that show is...
Dragon Knight Adventure Friends featuring Steve. That's Dragon
Me too.
NIGHT.com.
Steve, what's going on in your life?
I got an A on my calculus test. Only 11 weeks left.
Only
11 weeks left.
Nice.
And then I will be done with math forever.
You'll never
Fuck
use it.
yeah.
again.
Hopefully.
Will you be
You'll never have
graduated?
to use it again.
Nope.
I
That's what the phone's for.
make math illegal. I make it illegal.
Oh, he's gonna outlaw math.
That's right.
I thought you already did that down in Louisiana.
No, that was the governor did that.
Yoshi.
Oh, okay.
Now I am doing it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
He's enforcing.
And no, that was reading.
Yeah, you're not allowed to read.
I am the imaginary nomad on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram with a 1. We are playing Pokemon Blue. We're trying to get that done before Friday when Zelda comes out. So
Yeah, it does.
I've been playing a lot behind the scenes as I've been editing. So we'll try to hop on tomorrow or Tuesday and do a little stream to get that finished. All right, we are not streaming on Tuesday, and the Tuesday after that is going to be Patreon. So, everybody, we will see you back here in October.
Get fucked.
All right, see y'all on October 8th, y'all.
Bye.
Love you, bye.
I'll be 40.